This podcast is part of the No Phony Podcast Network, the home of independent awesomeness.
Hello. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. We are a Grave for Crows podcast, and I'm Jared.
I'm Andrew.
I'm Morgan.
I'm Stephen.
And welcome to the show. So, what have we been up to this week, lads?
Well, I finally indulged in a Nintendo Switch.
You did?
Indulged.
Yeah, I wanted one for ages, and then I went over to Curry's, and there was one left. I rang the manager, I went, look, can you keep it behind to me? And he did, fair play to him. And then, yeah.
You're
I'm
looking
making
Curry's.
this bring the manager. Let's just go to the queue. Let's just go in the back of the queue and
When
wait
you
for
work for the place, you get fucking privileges, man. Just ring the manager and go, like,
I tell you what you can try and do for me, and see if they got a fucking joystick for PS4.
a free one.
I thought you ordered one, Mox.
I fucking have, but it's still not being delivered because everyone's fucking bought them. They sold out.
Bastards.
I'll have a look. 'Cause I'm back. I'm in work. My first official day is Wednesday, so yeah.
Hey.
Oh,
He did.
Maybe.
He phoned me. I was up Steve's at the time, and I had this camera. What's it called? FaceTime call. So what the fuck would you want? So I answered. Picture of Soxy so happy. Are you ready? Wait for it. So the worst thing is,
Picture today as well, didn't I?
I come home. I was like, oh Jack. You sat there now, my son. Jack, Soxy bought a Switch. What for? What do you mean what for? Why did you buy a Switch? What do you mean why did you buy a Switch? I'm asking why you bought a Switch. Oh Jack, the fucking put on a fucking mantelpiece and stare at. But I swear to God, but the play on, innit?
What was the first one you played then?
We got Mario Kart Deluxe 8, so...
Same. That was my first one.
Mugs.
Class.
Mugs, before you move on, can I just point out, like father, like son?
What do you mean?
What for? What's he buying it for?
Alright.
Oh, him, yeah, fucking right.
Fuck you, Steve, fuck you.
I thought you were talking about me. I was looking at Yeah,
Fuck you, Steve, fuck you. Can I give a very special shout out to Mr. Jack Phillips. He designed some t-shirts for us and posted on our Twitter. And I gotta say, very, very cool, Jack. We are looking into making them. We really are. We may add a few tweaks to it, but the design you give us, very much impressed with. In fact, it was a lot better than our very own Andrews. They were shit.
I won't lie, right? When I seen Soxy's, the first thing I thought was, oh, that'd be better if it was all blue. And like it merged into with the picture instead of just the logo, and then that guy came in, and I was like, oh, it's fucking brilliant.
Did Morgan just take credit?
He did.
I did.
Jack Phillips went on to my Jack because he said, "Is your father going to do t-shirts?" I said, "Why?" Because I listen to his podcast all the time when I'm in college. I want to wear one to college. He said, "I was like, that's kind of cool. We need to get this boy a t-shirt. Like, we really do."
See, Socks, that's how you do an online advert.
Spot on, man. Fucking right, spot on. I have no chance of doing any online adverts.
So, anyone else want to bring anything up before we move on?
No, good, thanks.
No, good.
Actually,
Let's move. Yeah, Mox.
I got something right. I was going to bring it up. It was it happened to me today in work. And the fuckers, right? You know what they did to me today in work? Honest to God, right? They twats. Anyway, two boys. I'm on dishes today because it was busy. The line was full, so I was like, "Ah, fuck it, I'll jump on dishes. It's easier. Like I'm only until 4." Anyway, so I'm there working. All of a sudden, the boys come in. Morgan, your missus is on the phone. I panic, so I run over to him, grab the phone there. Hello? They all just fucking burst out laughing. I look in my hand, it's a fucking handset with a cable taken out. Just a fucking piece of plastic, like. And I'm here like, hello? I was like, oh, you fucking twats. I can't believe it.
I do have a question.
Brilliant.
I do have a question. Why did you panic, Mox?
I don't know.
What have I done wrong?
Yeah, it was like, why is she ringing work and on my mobile? So I was just like, oh. So I just grabbed a chunk of plastic I was holding. Hello?
You didn't pull a Steve through and go, I could have another row.
Yeah, I could have another one.
I was on the wrong. Can I just say, before the show started, we all had a brief discussion, and I was like, look, boys, does anyone want to bring anything up for what have we done this week? Morgan was like, nah, nothing. When it come to the topic, oh yeah, I got some in. Absolute fucking
I don't know
potato.
why it just come to my head.
Honestly, no wonder no fucker wants you for voice work, but right?
Fuck off.
Fucking hell.
I just don't want any voice work at the moment.
Oh, you don't want to know, do you? Make your fucking mind up. It's crazy.
If you've got any, let me know. Like,
He doesn't want it, but if we got any, let him know.
I'm not struggling or anything, but you know, let me know.
You got plenty of voice work in a pipeline.
It's all in the bath, that's all it is, though.
Oh, yeah.
Andrew, we attack? Oh no, news game. I always forget about news game. I do apologise. News game.
Yeah, so every week I give you 2 fake headlines and 1 real one, and you lot got to find the real one. So I start off with saying, back in 2017, self-driving cars have been seen to run down pedestrians on purpose. That's the headline.
Just gonna write this down.
I'm sure I remember something about that actually.
I love my job, writes it all down.
I don't know. A large
Morgan does.
Things over the next 5 minutes.
Yeah, I usually.
I will forget.
I do.
even though I recap at the end as well with the headlines, and he still writes them down.
I know.
Exactly. Just think, Christine.
Brilliant. Anyway, a large
That's a
product
Stephen King reference, by the way. If anyone doesn't know, I got it, Steve. I got it.
A large product recall on electric car models is being widely scrutinized by the motor industry after footage of a car running down a pedestrian has surfaced.
Service.
Surfaced, yeah.
Like when you service a car.
The pedestrian is shown kicking the front of the car after it made a sudden stop at the pedestrian crossing. The car was claimed to have realitated. No, is that a word? you know what I'm saying, don't you?
No, we don't know.
I know. Let me help him out. It's retaliated.
Yeah,
Oh, retaliated. Okay, yeah.
Retaliated.
I'm sorry, Andrew, but it was serviced.
Yeah.
No, surfaced. Surfaced, not serviced, Ilya.
Yeah, surfaced. Retaliated and ran the pedestrian down. The official statement from the manufacturer claims that the forward collision sensor was damaged in the instant, and as a precaution, the cars have been recalled to fix the issue.
What about the guy fucking driving it?
There's no guy. It's
It's a self-driving car.
a self-driving car.
Yeah, I know, but he still sat in the car. He still identifies you in the car before he'll do anything. He don't just drive off on his own, go for a fucking ride about, like, you know?
Right, before we actually get into the fucking details, this might not be true, so we can't discuss it unless we know it's true or not.
Of course we can discuss it. Anyway,
Kind of.
Anyway, second headline then, back in 2019, Jurassic clones may be the future of endangered animals.
Jurassic clones.
Yeah, Jurassic clones may be the future of endangered animals. Scientists in China have successfully cloned a prehistoric bush cricket. I'm going to butcher this. Here we go. Here we go. The Acarabolus mucus. There we go. I know I fucked it up. I spelled it out anyway. Archhabolus.
Acobulus.
what was the other mucus?
Mucus, yeah.
Mucus.
What?
Is an extinct
Is it definitely mucus or is it his mucus?
MUSICUS.
MUS?
ICUS.
Fucking someone was getting nice back now anyway.
Was it musical? MUS? I see music.
Aye. So
MUS, yeah, music.
ICUS.
Music.
There's not music on it. Music is MUSIC.
Musicus. Musicus.
Musicus is an extinct bush cricket that lived during the Jurassic period 165 million years ago. The breakthrough is thought to lead the way into the future of cloning, with the end goal of being able to recover extinct and endangered animals. Although a huge step forward in the process, there are concerns in what diseases these organisms may carry in their DNA?
Okay.
I'm very sorry.
Now, can we do some DNA testing on those fucking budget cards? It's going fucking.
Well, that's what I was gonna bring up. I seen an headline the other day, actually, a genuine headline, and it was pets abandon birds and parrots and stuff due to them being a nuisance on Zoom calls, and I'm having it right now. He's fucking annoying the shit out of me.
Put the sellotape around his beak.
Why did you bring him out?
Elastic band on him.
Yeah, we'll just let him out again.
Put an elastic
He's out.
band on him.
He's literally out.
It's because he's got an addiction to beer. That's all it is. He's got an alcoholic addiction. He knows there's something there somewhere. That's all it is.
He can smell it in the air. He's getting withdrawals.
Yeah, that's his version of oh.
Like, it's gone quiet already. He's just thrown it. I think he's just thrown it out the window.
He's here, fucking shut up, Lou. Fucking. He's here, pull the fucking knife, pull the pig fucking knife, fuck you.
When you say things like that, right? When you say things like that, I go back to the old Hanna-Barbera cartoons or Looney Tunes, where Jared just thrown the bird out, and for some unknown reason, Jared stood outside the window and the bird's indoors.
Yeah, he slams the door and it turns around and he's outside. Like.
Well, it wouldn't surprise me, this little dick. Right, sorry about that. I do apologise to you guys and our listeners.
So we got Jurassic clones and what was the other one? Self-driving cars, right? Okay.
And then on to the last one. And back in 2019, doctors said, this is quite sickening, but doctors said brain dead man was my brother, but he wasn't.
What?
So doctors said,
sorry. That sounds like something you would say, Sox. Just generally, that sounds like something you would say.
Doctor said brain dead man was my brother, but he wasn't.
I don't understand that.
I thought he was lying.
I'll read it out to you. Look, a horrific hospital mix-up left a Brooklyn woman grieving for 9 days at the bedside of a brain-damaged man who doctors insisted was her brother, but who was actually a stranger with the same name. But only after she gave consent to have her brother taken off life support at St. Barnabas Hospital did she learn the shocking truth. Her real sibling was in jail, and she had just sent a stranger to his death.
Oh,
Jesus!
That's
dark.
That's proper dark, isn't it?
I hope that's not true.
I'm staying away from that one anyway.
I hope that's not true. Jesus.
Like, how didn't she know it was her brother though? Surely she can see him. Well, he just looked like her brother.
He might be bandaged or something. I don't know. Why was he in a coma?
Maybe.
I'm going for the autonomous car. Huh?
Yeah, I'm going for the car.
Yeah.
I'm hoping it's true because then I'm thinking Skynet.
Well, I've seen a video of a self-driving car running someone over. He was standing in front of it and he was like sort of saying, look, I'll prove that the car won't hit me, and it just fucking hit me. But the Jurassic clones as well. I remember reading about them doing mammoths. But I don't think it ever happened. Like, I don't think they've ever got.
No, I don't think it happened today. They were on about cloning, haven't they?
Yeah. But,
there's not a DNA on, but fucking adding DNA to it.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
I don't think it was allowed anyway, was it? Didn't they stop it?
No.
I don't know.
No, there's no. They haven't stopped cloning. No. They've stopped it on humans, on the testing of humans.
Yeah.
But not cloning itself.
It'd be like that movie The Island if they did it with humans.
Yeah, it would. Fucking good film, ours. I like that film.
I don't know what's this, the Island of Moreau, Dr. Moreau?
No, Ewan McGregor and Scarlett Johansson.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, yes, you know. Oh, yeah.
Brilliant film.
Turned out, well, it's a spoiler, but turns out they were clones.
I really enjoyed it. I personally really enjoyed it. Anyway, I'm going for the car.
Yeah, same. Car, I think.
What? All in agreement for the first time.
We're all going for the car.
I know I've lost, but there we are.
So, Jurassic clones may be the future of endangered animals. It's fake news.
There we go.
There's a 50-50 chance, boys. And self-driving cars have been seen to run down pedestrians on purpose. It's fake news.
Oh,
fucking hell.
Shit, that's dark.
Oh.
So, yeah, doctor said brain dead man was my brother. He wasn't. It was real news.
That's insane.
What's the dark part of this? Is the story the dark part, or the fact that somebody decided that would be a good family game?
Yeah, true. It could be both, couldn't it?
Yeah.
Fuck.
That's fucking mental.
Man, she killed someone, like, fuck.
So, which one was... Oh, that one was true, yeah. Sorry, I fucking went with it then.
True, like
Lost
that.
my plot, yeah. Anyway. We attack, Andrew?
Yeah, so 2 this week for you lot. So the first one is called Couchlet. It's basically, as you can see in the picture, you basically put it underneath your sofa or in between the cushions.
The viewers right now are going, what picture?
Yeah.
Don't worry, I'll sort them out.
Right.
So,
Go on, finish.
So the couch phone charger has 2 USB ports to power up your devices in the most convenient spot right on the sofa. The wedge-shaped design fits into crevices between the cushions, and it also works under the mattresses as well. So there's no more reaching or stretching the cable or awkwardly pressing yourself to use your phone while it charges. And the price of this is $14.95.
When did this come out?
I think 2 minutes.
No. Because if it came out less than a year ago, they've stole my fucking idea. I literally got this in the house and I made it myself.
Yes, you have. I was going to bring you up, actually, Mox.
Yeah, the Indiegogo campaign, right? They've been on like Shark Tank and stuff. Was received more than $53,000 in 21 days, and it's 177% funded.
Can I just
53,000 million? When? 1,000.
53,000 in 21 days.
That's low, isn't it? It's usually.
Can I just point out that my couch, you actually got ports anyway that you just plug your fucking charge into.
That's the point.
And also Morgan's, when I've been at Morgan's, I've seen his. So to me, this isn't viable, like this.
Mine is just basically a USB. It's like a USB pack. I think it's 4 sockets on it, and then you plug that into the wall, and then obviously you've got this box with the USB. And I just pulled it over, put it behind this, the cushion.
The cushion, yeah.
Yeah, you just got it there. But it's a good idea.
Back in 2015, June 22nd, 2015.
You thief, Moggs, you fucking thief.
I'm the thief, no.
Hey,
For the second time today, he's taking credit.
Wait.
It is weird tech supposed to be like relevant and new and that.
It is new, Morgan, on a year ago.
He's going to come in next week, right? Soxy's going to come on, yeah, I got a great bit of tech, boys. It's a box, and it shows moving pictures and sounds and stuff on it.
The television.
I'm going to call it a television.
Anyway, are you in or out?
I'm out, but my set, he's already got a built-in USB fucking port anyway, and I just plug my phone in, so
How much was it?
$14.
I think I paid a tenner for mine. Might have been less than that off Amazon, and it's the same thing, like so.
You're wiping your ass all over this, Moggs, huh? Yes, these guys working hard, trying to make a crust.
No, he just reinvented the wheel, in my opinion.
Yeah. Well, I agree, because like I said, it's on my settee, so what's the difference?
Yeah, it's just a USB cable thing that I've got. He's put it on his settee and gone, look, the couch buddy, or the couch light. You can plug it into the couch. It's like, well, I can fucking plug it in anyway.
There's too many buddies in my life at the moment, I don't know.
Yeah, there's a lot of buddies around.
Right, next one, Sox. Go on, I'm out, by the way. I'm out. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm out.
I don't know what it is.
Mogs, you out, yeah?
Yeah, out. I've got one.
So the next one, so this is from Brevo Meter, and this is called. This is from Brevo Meter.
Oh yeah, I see that.
Yeah, this is called the Mint. Now, what Mint does is when you blow into the Mint, the app tells you that if you need a mint, water, or a new toothbrush. And back again this was from 2013. There's a smart way to monitor your oral health.
I got one of these too.
Hang on, your oral health or your oral health?
Oral.
Oral like aura or oral like oral?
Oral.
Depends how far you've gone there.
Yeah.
Why do people need these things to tell them?
Moggs,
Some people
I'm already buying one. Jared, give me the address. I'll send it straight there.
It's such a cheeky prick. I've never got bad breath. It's one thing I've never got is bad breath. My fart smell, my burp smell, but my breath doesn't smell, you motherfucker.
You've always got your hands on
No, but that's the reason.
the
The reason why you can't tell his breath smell is just because you're smelling his fucking farts. That's the reason why.
Exactly. My farts mask my breath, don't they? Exactly, Andrew.
Yeah, but if you blew into his hand to smell his breath, all you smell is ball sweat.
Spot on.
Hey, Steve, you sit on your phone for hours with your hands down your pants, but we got footage of you somewhere, so shut the fuck up, you grey-haired motherfucker.
You've got evidence of me for hours with my hands down my pants. Brilliant. If that's not creepy, I don't know what the fuck is.
Oh, it's creepy as fuck, but the evidence is still there.
Anyway, the price.
Sorry, Socks. The worst thing is, his hands down his trouser, he's going, yeah, ma'am. How are you, ma'am? All right? It's funny because it's true.
Wasn't creepy enough for him.
The price is set. The price is set at $29, but it's not to be released until next year.
Oh, come on, it takes the fun out of things. You walk up to your mate, you go, I got my breath in, I go,
The bird just knows I know, look.
fuck him, he's a dick.
But listen, Joe, I just want you out, Joe. I gotta be honest, right? You making that noise, right? Making a noise like a fucking pterodactyl or a large.
He's used to it, and this bird ain't afraid of fucking nothing or nobody. Steve, if he was you now, what would he be doing? Or Soxy, be all over you.
He'd be loving me.
He would. Attached to you, he would. Look. Anyway, I'm out. I'm out because there's an old-fashioned way of doing it. You lick your wrists, wait a few seconds, and smell our wrist, and it tells you exactly how your breath smells. Trust me, it works.
So you know your breath be smelling.
Fuck you, Steve.
I've never smelled it. Have you smelled it and gone, that's bad, have you? I've never done that.
I have done that, but we all have. We all smelled had bad breath in the past. But when you do this, Steve, right, and then go, that's fine. That doesn't work. I'm out.
I'm out. I just fucking use my...
Talk you going bankrupt with this fucking tech. I swear to God you are. Fucking hell. So,
go on.
This week, me and Morgan's been playing the new Star Wars, haven't we, Morgs?
Yeah, Squadrons.
We've been playing in full VR. I'm hoping Mike the Random Guy's going to join us actually soon when we play. Yeah. It's fucking amazing. If you're a Star Wars fan, right, just being sat there in VR, just being in that fucking X-Wing or TIE fighter and just looking around, right, the lighting's there. It's fucking amazing. It's one of the best experiences ever, like.
It's brilliant. Sorry,
so, where's my invite then? So, I haven't fucking heard anything about you lot having fucking Squadrons.
Maybe younger PlayStation.
No, you know what? I want to come up and have a fucking look at it, don't I?
Well, you know you welcome at my house to have a go any day you want. And I'll do that just to scare the fucking shit out of you when you're in a VR and make you scream. I'll have the control pad and I'll do barrel rolls and shit.
I want videos.
Trick.
I gotta be honest, right? I've been playing it and I think somebody just popped up my screen. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, that's fine.
Anyway, I've been playing it and I've been literally going up and doing a fucking barrel roll or a loop and that, and I've literally gone, oh, in my seat.
It is a little bit.
In fact, I had to take it off, and I was like, whoo! I felt the G-force. I'm fucking convinced I felt that G-force.
This is a reason why I want to fucking my joystick.
Yeah.
I think they're just sold out because everyone's thinking the same thing. It's got a joystick to
buy one. Yeah, it's brilliant. It's sorry.
It's the joystick I'm after is a HOTAS, which means like hand on stick and throttle.
That's cool.
So basically, you got your throttle in one hand and your stick. And I noticed that in the X-Wing, you literally sat with one hand on your throttle and one hand on the stick. That's how it is. So it's kind of insane in the X-Wing. Like,
how was you going to manage with shields and fucking boosters and all that, Mugs?
There's all buttons on here. So you got like thumb buttons. You've got every button you need. Like you got obviously
that's cool.
Trigger is a trigger and. Yeah.
Honestly, Steve, Andrew, you really need to just come up my house. Or when you're at Morgan's, Steve, check it on for him, let him have a go. It's fucking amazing, and it's just one of them things that needs to be experienced.
Yeah,
and for VR.
We spoke about the VR X-Wing mission for the first Battlefront game, and we were blown away by that. And this is this is 10 times better than that. Like,
It is.
unbelievable.
Does it make you feel sick anymore?
Yeah.
It doesn't make me feel that sick. No.
It doesn't for me, but it can. Like it did with Troy. Troy had to go yesterday. He's like, "Oh, I don't like it."
Yeah.
It's just-
Some people
But-
really do get a seasickness thing, don't they?
we were saying, right, because we played. Sorry, Morgs, but we played online against other players, don't we? And so you can play it against other people who's either in VR themselves or they're just playing on a normal screen. But we were thinking, surely in a VR we got a slight advantage.
I think so.
Because we can literally do this. We can lean forward and just look to our left and right.
Yeah.
Where in the game you
Behind
can't really do that. You got to sort of click a button in and then look, and then it's an extra hassle of doing it.
Yeah.
Whereas just doing that.
We've got freedom.
That's
of
a good
movement.
tool to make people buy stuff they don't really want.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Like it's the same thing anyway. I find it easier to control the ship as well with VR because it's like on a bike. You've got to look where you're going. Well, with anything really, you know, when skateboarding or whatever, skiing, you look where you want to go, and it helps where you're going. And in VR, I find it if I'm following a ship and he flies above me, and I'm looking, I kind of follow my. You know, it does it automatically. Like
So you just
it
said
definitely works.
space flight is the same as riding a bike. Is that what you said?
Yeah, exactly the same. It is in
Exactly.
Star Wars anyway, isn't it?
You got your pedals. You got your pedals here when you sit down. You just look where you're going and pedal,
Yeah, that's it.
and hold on to the fucking handlebars when you fucking pedal.
Morgan's there with his bicycle rings on his ankles, and he's got those shorts on with the extra padding under his boots.
That's the cool thing as well that we haven't mentioned is the customization. You can put little bobleheads in your cockpit.
You can, yeah.
And little keychains.
You can have
and
holograms as well of what you want, little holograms on your ship.
Yeah,
It's just
holograms.
it's just crazy because it's just there. Like literally, you can only see that ship and you're just looking around and you can see all the knobs and the buttons. And you can look behind you and you can see the back of the ship. It's just fucking. And if you look up, you can see like little astromech on the fucking X-wings. It's just fucking amazing.
I know you get used to it after a while, Andy, but you know with the headset and all, how long before you stop aching?
You don't ache.
I've never ached.
I imagine you're a little bit rigid. It's an extra weight, like, you know.
No, I don't. I think it's so tight to your head. It's just like wearing an helmet, essentially. Just
To
like
me,
wearing a
it's
fucking
comfortable,
hat.
yeah.
I don't want to
I know people have had headaches, and some people say their nose hurts because they can lean on your nose. But I think the PSVR is probably one of the comfiest on the market. I think.
Yeah.
You know.
The only issue I have is when you first put it up, I don't know if Morgan gets this actually, I'm going to have to ask him. When you first put it up, where your head is warm and the glass and that is quite cold, it causes a lot of steam and condensation until the VR warms up. After about 20 minutes, it warms up, so it stops. But so what I'm constantly doing, I'm playing it and I'm constantly just press the button, bringing it out, like, essentially. Getting a cloth and just doing that quick wipe and then putting it back on, but it's every few minutes and it's quite fucking annoying at first. But after a while, it stops.
But don't you think when you're in the cold of space in your warm cockpit, that'd be the same?
No, because it wouldn't be right there, would it? It'd be there. It wouldn't be there.
I mean, your windshield might steam up, like, but
Yeah.
yeah. I mean,
But
is it called a
they did.
windshield? Is it a
They do say, I looked it up and they just say, they just say what you got to do is just put the switch, the VR on 10 minutes before you actually play it, but which I don't ever fucking. Yeah, just put it on, switch it up, go make a cup of tea, then play and it won't happen.
Okay.
It's brilliant.
But
Jared,
so far
you're making
really
a cup
good.
of tea.
Well, get Andrew or Dean up here to make you a cup of tea.
I just
Fucking
want to
good,
say
me. Another game we've been playing quite a lot, actually, and I'm glad I got Morgan into it, is mine and Dane and Soxy's old classic game is PUBG. I started Morgan on it. Morgan was so stunned, bless him. He was like, "It's all these buttons and all this and all, there's a lot to it." After a while, the motherfucker's slaying.
I think I think it's like I tried it years ago when it first came on PS Store, I think it was, and I didn't like it. I thought it was shit. I thought the graphics were terrible. I thought the gameplay was buggy and glitchy. But then,
Still kind of is.
it's better, definitely.
It's a lot better.
When I played it with you, it was way better, much better experience. Like, and
Yeah, it's very tactical. It's a very tactical game.
I think that's
So
why
you just said it's much more fun if you've got friends to play with, is it?
I think
Yeah.
so. Yeah,
Definitely. It's not that, but you can actually work together. If you've got a good partner, then you can actually work together well. Like,
Yeah,
for
but
instance...
That's the issue. I'm not a good partner.
No, you're not. For instance, me and Morgan, we're playing duos, right, for Steve.
It was like a
So that
fucking
means it's
war
everyone's
film,
in
so
teams of
listen to
two.
this.
Oh, Mark, sorry, what did you say,
I
mate?
said it was like a war film, wasn't it? It was
Oh,
like-
yeah.
Listen to this.
So there's an open field, right, with a few fucking A-bales, right, and me and Morgan were pinned down by a sniper, right, on the other end of the field. We could see the guy, but we didn't have the scopes or the weaponry to actually kill him from that distance. So he's firing these fucking shots at us now, so I was like, fuck this. So Morgan literally jumped up and down and went, Corey! Shoot me, Corey!
Back at him.
Got his attention. And as Morgan was getting his attention, I just literally snapped to the left, flanked him from the left, right around the back of the field, and took him out. And I just thought, that's what PUBG's about, them small little moments like that, which just make the game.
I think that's the point where it really fucking... That's where it hit me, and I was like, I fucking love this. This is...
Well,
really
you're
good.
not going to be disappointed because next week, when, like I said, Jared rang me saying you two are playing PUBG, I've sorted my Xbox Live back out, so I will be back on.
Oh, God.
Look out.
Oh, God. Like, me and Morgan was up on the hill, and we was like, there's a guy running across the road, look. We both had these, like, not so much snipers, but like NTMRs, whatever they call it, something like that, innit?
Marksman rifles and
Yeah, so he's there, fucking shoot the fuck out of him now, fuck, he's trying to dodge, he ran back, he did, he's hiding like the fucking rock trying to, he's like, we're not letting him. Shot the fuck out of him, we did, ran down, went to loot him, and the poor fucker didn't have a gun or nothing, all he had was a few first aids.
He was running. You know, we tore the shit out.
So, Soxy was the best, I'll never forget it, when we all used to play with Dane, and he's like, Sox, you gotta keep moving, don't keep still. So we was getting shot at, me and Dane looked at Soxy, and instead of Soxy actually moving his character left and right and around, he was just literally spinning on the spot. So his character was literally just doing that. When the rest of us were doing that, moving our feet, he was just stood still and just wiggling his fucking right analog stick like, they can't shoot me now, fucking amazing. Right, there, Steve.
I'm enjoying
Mark, do you want to bring anything else up about it, or?
No, I mean, covered it. I think it's one of those games. I think you've got to give a chance, and I never give it a chance before.
Yeah.
You've got to learn the controls and realize it's not a run and gunner. It's a stealth game, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
You've got to be on your feet, and you've got to know what you're doing, and you've got to talk. And yeah, it's brilliant.
Andrew, we're on it. We're playing on it tomorrow for to join us, but we'd love to have you.
That's fine, no worries.
Andrew, do you want to come out and play?
That's fine, but no worries.
We'll ask Becky if you could play with her, right? Right, Steve?
Yeah, I'm going to take it a little slightly different direction, you know, right? I'm going to ask you a question or so now, and I want some honesty off you. Ready? Question is, what is the best musical? And give you some options, and you're going to choose one of these options.
Go on.
Rocketman, Yesterday,
Not seen it.
Grease,
Seen it
Grease 2,
Never seen it.
Sister Act, Evita, Singing in the Rain, Saturday Night Fever, you fucking do many one boys. Saturday Night Fever, Footloose, and that's it. What's your go-to musical?
I've only seen one of them, so
Out of all them, for me,
Yeah.
Yesterday. I really enjoyed Yesterday. I thoroughly fucking enjoyed it.
Yeah, he's such a liar. I know which one he's gone for. He's killing
Why?
it.
Which one? Go on, tell me. Grease.
2.
No, we know I'm a Grease 2 fan, but...
Massive drive.
Is it terrible?
He's a cool red.
Rider. Cool rider. No, Yesterday.
I want Morgan to watch this film, right? Grease 2.
Oh, no.
And come back with a review besides whatever else we do, right?
Oh, Grease 2 is amazing, but it's amazing.
And then tell me your cousin's cool.
You will like it. It's got motorbikes in and a motorcycle gang. What more can I ask for?
Oh, a good film. That's what I was asking for.
Singing bike.
Much better than Grease 1. Much better. It's the manly version, Grease 2 is.
Morgan, but the thing is, right, with the motorbikes, it's kind of, I'll just stand here on this bike.
Yeah.
There's no real fighting going on.
Whatever happens when he's training to ride? When he's training to ride, not training to, when he's training himself to ride, sorry, when he's shit, he's like, oh, I want to ride a bike. Cool
It's clearly not him. It's clearly not him.
Doesn't matter if it's not him or not, though, does it? At least the character's doing it.
And it's making
Cool rider. I shouldn't dance because I know Dean Dobbs ruins me when I dance.
Is it based in the 50s, isn't it, Greece? Or 60s or something?
60s, 70s.
Wow, 60s.
Such a cool film. Grease 2 is fucking brilliant.
So, Sox,
Again, it's
Rocket Man yesterday, Grease 2, Sister Act, Vita, Singing in the Rain. My favourite footloose.
Can I take my... Sorry, so can I go back? I didn't realise you put Rocket Man on it.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
I fucking loved that film. I didn't hear Rocket Man first time round. Did
I watched Rocket Man the other day, see?
was that? Sorry, you boys, you all spoke what?
I said you've never watched Rocket Man. You never heard Rocket Man.
I didn't hear him say Rocket Man when he first said the list, so yeah, Rocket Man.
Oh,
either
right.
yesterday or Rocket Man. Rocket Man. I love the Elton John song. I love Elton John music, Elton John songs.
Right.
Not a fan of him himself, but I actually love his music. So for me, I'd have to go Rocket Man.
The one thing you're missing here, Steve, is the one thing you're missing here, but is the
I'm
Greatest
not
Showman.
missing nothing. I give you the options. There's the options.
You're missing the Greatest Showman, bud.
I went through this list to make sure every genre of...
You're missing the Greatest Showman. But out of that list, I'll have to say Grease or Rocket Man.
Hey, where's the Queen musical then?
I was just going to say, where's We Will Rock You?
Listen, I just said to you, the genres, Bohemian Rhapsody and Rocket Man, or even, yes, they could have pretty much been in the same sort of genre as in just recently in the same sort of biographical type of thing, yeah. Rocket Man.
Where's West Side Story, bud?
West Side Story, I put Evita into that instead.
Oh, for fuck's sake, I've never seen a Vita.
I've never seen Evita.
I thought you would have, because that's your kind of thing, like.
Well, I haven't heard of Evita. I've heard of the other ones.
West Side Story. What do you think of West Side Story?
What I can remember that from.
That's all you got from it.
That's all I got from it. That music, that scene.
I watched
It's
the
a really
music.
good film.
We want to live in America.
Oh, that's right.
It's a really good film.
It is a good film. Another one that's great.
Monks, what was your favourite? The one you watched?
The only one I watched is Grease, and I was with my sister. Bored at
I think
it's okay. I mean, all of them have got songs, except for that one you just said, Evita, is it? Evita?
Yeah.
Go boy.
I've never
boy.
heard of that, but
Go boy.
all of them have pretty much got songs, you know. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's not just for the songs, it's for the whole thing. It's a musical, there's a storyline, there's a background, there's a backdrop to it, there's characters and all sorts. So it's all got to work, hasn't it?
The only real musicals I've watched is like Disney films, if you call them musicals, but
Which ones?
you know, the classic ones, you know, Beauty and the Beast.
No. See, no, that's not classic to me. See, that's new.
Yeah, but they are the classics. They are the classics, aren't they? Or class does.
I love the way just told in all the classics. Yeah, yeah.
What's the classics? What would you say?
Classics, like Snow White, fucking Seven Dwarfs, even the sort of Disney live films like I've lost my dinosaur, stuff like that. Like,
that's yeah.
It goes bananas. You know?
We all know, boys, right? And we can all agree that the best musical is Rocky IV.
Rocky IV. What's the one? What's the song?
Yeah.
That is technically a musical. Let me see how much music is in that film.
Couldn't argue. I really couldn't argue with it.
Two worlds collide, rival nations.
Out of all of them, my worst one would be Rocket Man.
Really? Rocket Man was brilliant.
I want to see it.
To me, it's just a homage to the man, and I don't like him. I don't like him at all.
I don't.
The songs great.
I can't stand Elton John. I really can't stand Elton John.
That's it. He grates me, yeah. But then the film is a homage to him as opposed to anything else.
It's not.
Bohemian Rhapsody was a much better film, based on considering the same type of film. Much better.
I hate my dog. I fucking hate
much
him.
better, not just music, not just I got Pepper Swords.
I thought Bohemian Rhapsody was brilliant. I have seen it.
Yeah.
I was on this, but I've seen
But
that. The only thing I was annoyed about with that actually is that they got some of the things wrong, and it pissed me off a bit because at first you in the film he finds out he has AIDS before Live Aid,
Yeah.
like the turning point for Queen.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh my God, I never knew that. So it's blown my mind, and that show now means so much more. And then it turns out that it was well after Live Aid he had AIDS, like.
Yeah, 89, I think he found out in 89 he found out, yeah.
But yeah, I love that film. That was incredible. Rock, what's up with Elton John, and why don't you like him?
I don't like the man himself because he's just such a fucking.
Never.
He's just a twat. I like his. I love his songs. I'm a massive fucking fan of his music, but I just don't like him.
So here's a question.
You
for
won't
you,
like his music, I like it.
I love his music. I think
Oh yeah, me
it's
too.
fucking brilliant. He doesn't write any of his songs, so really, it's the guy who wrote it. You know, he called.
I thought Elton John wrote for other people as well. Quite a lot. Yeah, I'm sure.
Or maybe I'm wrong, but I know
Something to
that
find out. No, something to find out.
yeah, he had a co-writer, and he was the man behind like Yellow Brick Road and all the good stuff. Like, but the other one is I was going to mention as well as Yesterday. I love the Beatles, so and I know the sort of what our movie's about. And when I found out about it, I was like, shit, that sounds amazing. I need to watch it. And I just haven't come
It's
around.
really good. The way they've done the film, the way they played out, the fun they had with it.
Yeah,
It's brilliant.
Excellent.
It is brilliant. It's brilliant. Yeah.
As well as the Beatles songs.
good concept, isn't it, to think of.
Everyone's seen Grease. Nobody wants to watch Grease 2. Nobody in their fucking right mind wants to watch Grease 2. It's shameful.
I love it.
I watched Grease and Grease too.
I love it.
But no,
If it does classical musical.
here's a question for you lot then, right? So all of us watch Whiplash. Would you put Whiplash as a musical?
No.
Ooh.
No.
So,
Why?
Ooh. No.
it's a film about music, isn't it?
Yeah.
Is it?
Like,
It's a good question, Sox.
It's a good question, yeah, but it's a film about a jazz musician.
yeah. Singing in the Rain. Old as fuck. Still stands the test of time.
Singing in the rain.
I've never seen it. Never seen it.
Great actors. Really good.
Yeah,
So let's quick.
Saturday Night Fever after Grease.
Such a good film.
Walking on the street, you know.
That film is slightly fucking disturbing as well, if I remember.
Very, very disturbing. It's quite a harsh film.
Very harsh, yeah.
And then you got Footloose. So, I'm going to ask you the last question, all right? Have you ever been to a proper stage show or a musical?
No.
So,
No.
Yes.
what have you been to?
Lion King
Cool.
Go on.
and Cats.
Seen Cats.
Why the fuck would you watch Cats?
The problem was with me was when I was in school and then rest time when I went sixth form, like because I was a drum player and stuff, we went to watch Cats to like basically put some stuff when we do.
Never knew you was a drum player, Sox.
Yeah, I was a drum player.
When you bring it up, did a Whiplash?
That's blown my mind, right? I was thinking the other day of one of my questions was going to be if we were a band, which instruments would we all play? And I was going to say Soxy is 100% a drummer.
Yeah, he is.
Can I just say Soxy's told us he's been a drummer at least 2 shows.
I played drums for like 4.5 years when I was in school.
Yeah.
Cool.
I know this.
I've been after a drum set, actually.
Cool. So, let's recap.
Most just want to triangle.
Triangle. Start with that, is it?
Recap then. Out
Maybe a tambourine.
to the list, right? I go Rocket Man. Sox, where you going?
It's got to be Grease for me, but...
Right, Steve?
I'm going to call Saturday Night Fever, but I'm really crushed between that and Footloose.
Right, Morgs?
I don't know. Grease.
Avita, is it Morgs Avita?
Yeah,
Avita?
fuck it, I don't know.
I thought you said Rocket Man, didn't you?
I haven't seen
No,
it.
I haven't seen it.
I just like Elton John. By the way, I was just looking it up. So Elton John just co-wrote a lot of his songs. So it's wrong to say that he never wrote his songs. But he co-wrote them. A lot of other people. Bernie Taupin was.
That's him.
Can I just say, Steve, that Baby Yoda staring at me is freaking me right out.
He's a creepy,
I just noticed that.
He's creepy.
I noticed
That's a
that.
creep. I swear to God, he's so fucking creepy. Like, turn him around, Steve.
Have you got to the sniper scene in The Mandalorian yet, Ja?
No, I'm on episode 5.
When you get
5.
Wait, has he still not watched them?
No.
I'm taking my time.
Mark, I tell you what, we'll have a conversation about it next week.
Yeah.
I'll watch it by next week, 100% I will, boys. I am watching a fucking show, I will. I'm watching a show actually right now called The Night Of. And I've never been so gripped watching a fucking TV show. Like, I gotta be honest, it's fucking hooked me enough, yeah? It's really fucking hooked me. It's fantastic. How many episodes, Steve?
1.5. Give up. Couldn't do it.
You fucking moron. How could you give up on 1.5?
You give up on Mandalorian.
I haven't given up. I don't want to. Have we ever played a game, Morgs, right, where you're like, I don't want this to end. I'm enjoying it so much. I'm going to take my time on it, and it's fucking brilliant and all that stuff. If it ends, I'm really gutted. Have we ever played a game like that?
Sort of.
Well, that's something for Mandalorian. It's only 8 episodes. Right? Stop it. I'm talking first. It's only 8 episodes, right? It's only 8 episodes. Fuck you, Steve. It's only 8 episodes, and I'm taking my time. I don't want it to be over too quick.
I couldn't fucking put him down. As soon as I started, I couldn't stop. And I watched them when
but it shows on Morg who's the true Star Wars fan.
Oh,
me, clearly, because I like it so much. I don't want to run out of Star Wars stuff to watch.
That was a consumer. Mog, have you ever met a man who talks utter shit and can lie through his teeth into a screen, into a telly screen?
Maybe, I don't know. Probably every Sunday.
What are you pointing at yourself for, Steve, you creepy man?
Right, you're pointing up to me as well.
I know, I pointed at you. Soxy, that Soxy's a right bastard, yeah. You're right. Yeah, it is. Right, should we move on to Deirdre?
Yeah.
Do you have a question? He's got the answer for you. You got a problem? He will solve it in 2. Why don't you come along? Why don't you come along? Why don't you come along and ask Deirdre? Come on in.
I'm going to buy a tambourine or something so I can learn
triangle.
I'll buy a triangle.
I'd be the kind of guy who got a shaker, just shakes. No skill involved. Just
yeah.
Does that.
Yeah, but he's always shakes himself, obviously goes with him.
It's a lot of jiggle. It's a lot of jiggle going on over it, does.
The maracas stays still.
It's like when he brushes his teeth, he goes.
Boys, all I got to do that once, right? And my body jiggles so much, it just does it for me. So that's what it is. The rest do
Be careful when he does that. When he does that, you got to be careful when he comes back around.
all we need is a belt with bells on it. Just put it on Jared. Happy days. Done.
Yeah, done.
Happy fucking days.
Fuck guy.
Dear Drew. Now, I've done something similar like this before, but it's a different scenario. Dear Drew. If you were transported 400 years into the past with no clothes or anything else, how would you prove that you were from the future? And that's from Captain Caveman, that is.
That's a good question. I like that.
Talking about being in the wrong time.
Aye.
Caveman.
Yeah, but first of all, we'd be naked if you've got no clothes, so you have to find some clothes.
I pictured Terminator. I won't be. I need your boots, your clothes, and your motorcycle.
Fuck me! Cover him!
Soxy just lands in the pause with all the fucking lights.
Yeah.
No, I'll be there with one of these, I guess.
You're naked, Socks, with nothing, you can't.
No, have you got a vape, Socks? Just nothing else. No clothes and nothing else.
I'm envisioning Soxy now, right? Meeting a tribe, right? I'm envisioning Soxy meeting a tribe, right? That doesn't know much of technology and all that stuff, right? I'm going, magic! I'm a cow!
What part are you not listening to? No clothes or anything else from the future.
Oh no, I know that. I'm just saying. I just
poof and go. You haven't got it.
Yeah, but how? The only way I'm going to say is just to prove that you're from the future is to do stuff that you do now in the future, like in the present. Sorry, not in the future, but in the present.
Oh,
Like, no, not vape. I mean like cooking.
What else do you
And
do?
cooking and fucking.
Well, Soxy cooked in the old days, mate.
Yeah, I know, but cook it better, basically. I don't fucking know. I really don't.
You want to see me come from the future? Give me that fucking saucepan.
Give me the saucepan now.
Give me that meat. That fucking shows you cook that meat, boy.
Starts cooking a steak. See?
Bloody French.
The French.
I honestly can't answer that question. I don't know how to show what.
It's a hard one, isn't it? I couldn't answer that.
Nah.
I'm trying to think of history and I can't think of 1620. Like, I'm trying to think. Can I predict?
Mark's always exactly going perfectly to the year. But surely, in my head, right? That obviously I've had a bit more time than Soxy, but in my head, I would try and find out who, what, where, and when, and then give some answers to what something you should know, should know.
Hopefully, no, exactly. That's what I'm thinking. But
my problem here is, it's Andrew.
No, boys, you know exactly what's going to happen.
You got no hope at all, but
Yeah, but even if you did know everything, right, and you go, look, so-and-so's going to die, so-and-so's going to get him, it's going to be, burn the witch! Burn the witch!
I was going the same way. I had it behind bars before the weekend, I did.
yeah.
In an institute.
That is a good question, Steve. Fair play.
it's a hard one.
Right then. Dear Drew, what sport would be funniest to add a mandatory amount of alcohol to? And that's from Freddie F, that is.
Oh. Good sport. So I'm going to say, as Morgan brought up earlier, right? Skiing.
Skiing.
Skiing, yeah. Like down fucking hills skiing, and you got to go through the flags. That on alcohol.
They do
A
have
slalom.
Yeah, so I got fucking.
Say slalom, Sox. Make him say slalom.
What? Slalom.
A what?
A slalom.
A slalom.
Slalom. There we go.
Slalom.
Just go to a ski resort, you see that anyway.
Yeah.
It's fucking, you'll end up with someone wrecked and fucking trying to.
Oh yeah, true.
Oh, yeah.
Boxing. Boxing.
Yeah,
I was
another
thinking,
one I was going to say.
Go on.
Another one I was going to say was like snooker.
Snooker be funny.
Snooker would be a good one.
No, I wouldn't actually. A lot of people fucking play better. Yeah, I disagree.
All you got is a big canvas, that's all you got.
It's like they say,
Not really. How many pissed fuckers are in a pub going, and they win anyway? Yeah.
For me, it'd be driving, be like racing, Formula One or something. It'd be fucking hilarious. Imagine all the crashes. It'd be fucking mad.
Drivers with their head out the window, shouting at the fucking crowd like, fuck.
Yeah, no way!
You fucking twat. What are you with me for?
Hurry up with them fucking tyre changes. Come on, I gotta go. Hurry
What are
up.
you thinking, Steve? What are you thinking?
All the crew gotta be drunk too, man.
Oh, yeah.
So you go, I got the wheel on.
Come on, Steve, what are you thinking?
Record
For me,
breaking 5 minutes.
Do you remember those TV games they used to have? And they'd have like an assault course, and they'd come in fucking some sort of outfit, and they'd have to get from one end to the other.
Not a sport.
like something
Not a
like
sport.
Well, like
Not a
Ninja Warrior
sport.
or something like that. Like
What?
Ninja Warrior.
like Ninja Warrior.
No, they were more fun than Ninja Warriors. I mean, Ninja Warriors were supposed to be
Takeshi's
fucking
Castle.
pristine. Something like Takeshi's Castle, something like that.
Not a fucking sport. You said sport, motherfucker.
Another one I throw in there is
It's an assault course.
another one I throw in there, like is 100 meter hurdles.
Hurdles would be a good one.
Drunk like. You fuck is this your face flat on the fucking hurdles?
You'd see so many people fall.
What about
Any
golf?
gymnastics? Oh, fucking...
Pissed golf. That can be right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't fuckers get it for that club, innit? Somebody's getting it for that club, can't you? Fucking bastard.
That club is going into the crowd at some point.
Yeah. 100%.
Hey, shout them fucking 40s, just let the fucking ball come in, be the club come in.
Exactly.
I gotta be honest with all that. Hurdles was for me.
Hurdles.
Yeah.
That's a good
I'd
idea.
love to see this guy doing hurdles.
I still reckon boxing.
Athletics.
Can you imagine two pissed boxers? Fuck, oh, you fucker. Quite
See
funny,
how-
huh?
That's Friday night.
Just go on Cardiff on
It's
Friday
done.
night.
Just what I say, yeah.
See our old time.
Right, next question, Steve.
Dear Drew, where do you think modern maths came from? Which country? And that's from, Sir. It just says Sir with the capital S.
Modern maths.
Where does modern math come from? What do you think?
Come from.
I think I know.
What country, basically?
So I, for some reason, it's come straight to me. I can say Germany. For some reason.
Is it Mayans?
No, but I want Soxy to explain the reason it's thought.
No, I don't know. I just thought Germany for some reason was fucking like with the war and stuff like that. Basically, they would go to maths and stuff like that. Like this, I don't fucking know.
This one, we're on to a winner. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, spot on, but yeah.
Why invite Germany? Why did Germany fucking create maths? Because they fucking started a war.
Because they were in World War II.
Anything else?
Well,
The Mayans, I reckon. Because they like created a modern calendar and stuff, so surely that would have been the maths.
maths was ancient Greece, but I don't know with modern maths if it's.
I would not. I would
the same thing. Like
I would stick with Greece.
Yeah? What about the Egyptians?
What about them?
Didn't they do something? Didn't they predate Greece?
Yeah, but they didn't do anything. Not even fucking abacus.
yeah, I mean Pythagoras is named after an ancient.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Pythagoras. The abacus is a Greek.
Mm.
Oh, Roman.
No, abacus was Chinese, wasn't it?
That's a point. It could be China then. It could be something like China because.
Do you actually know the answer, Steve?
No, I don't actually. I haven't looked up. I'm saying more. I think it's Greece.
Yeah, it could be Greece, but maybe China's runner-up as well, or close, like because.
Like I said, like Pythagoras theorem. You've got you got pi, which is circle and all that sort of stuff. Yeah. You got the man. What's he called? The thingy man.
It's the Greeks, boys. I just Google it. Yeah.
Oh, stop googling, man.
Well, we need to know. And our listeners need to know.
That was our content for next week. Gonna have something to talk about.
Here's the Greeks.
Are you talking about Da Vinci's man? Is that what you're on about?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
And what is that, Sox? What is the Da Vinci man? Sox, what's he for?
Do you know which one we're on about?
Yeah, I know which you're on about, but I don't know
what.
Yeah, but I don't know why.
I think it was just.
I don't actually know why. I know all of it. I don't know why.
I think it was just the human form, wasn't it? He was just showing.
Very much, but it was the perfection of the human form, wasn't it? It was the fact
that's right.
that distance is the same as that distance to jaws, and then the symmetry of your body is, when your face is more symmetrical. That's the interest of desire for.
But I'm looking at all of you now, right, including me, and we all got like sloth eyes, so none of us are fucking symmetrical, yeah, boys. Fucking hell. We're all fucked.
Which is your good side? You got a good side?
I haven't got a good side. I got two bad sides, huh?
Most.
Yeah. The back of Steve's fucking head. Right, next question, Steven.
Dear Drew, what is something that most people learn only after it's too late? And that's from Ralph Keyes. Read that again? It's a bit complicated.
What is something?
Yeah, what is something that most people learn only after it's too late?
Oh.
So easy.
It's an abundance of answers there.
So easy.
What do you think?
I think like mistakes already made.
Yeah, you learn from your mistakes.
Yeah.
Good answer.
Yeah, but a specifics mistake, wasn't it?
Yeah, specify.
Yeah. I think that was the idea of the question, and that's what I feel like.
Yeah.
It's like, no offense, like some people put the fucking when you're all gonna laugh at doing this anyway, but fucking bread in a toaster and the bread gets stuck and you gotta get a knife for the fucking fork to get the bread out. There we fucking go. Learn by your mistake. Learn by your mistakes when they say don't fucking put a fork or a knife in the fucking toaster. Like. That's what came to my head, look. And it happened to me first time and I was like, fuck that shit. From now on, all I do is put the toaster upside down and just give it a tap and the bread comes out.
So that's what most people learn, right?
Well, I learned from it because
We're all addicts. Fucking.
I had a great shock from it, yeah. So,
Had to fucking learn from that one.
Anybody put their hand up if they didn't think that was coming.
Fucking
I had
hell.
no idea. Never.
Jesus. Fucking amazing.
So come on, you two, some examples. What do you reckon?
I'm trying to think now, like, what's something I've done. I know. Drinking a cup of tea when it's too hot. I always think, blow on, it'll be alright. Fuck, burnt my tongue. The rest of the tea is ruined.
Do you blow?
I try to, but it never fucking works.
You never do that.
Why don't you have a cup of tea up Steve's? It's fucking freezing by the time. Oh, Danes. Have a cup of tea them Danes. Freezing cold, boys.
But then he goes, oh, it's a lovely cup of tea, Steve.
Honestly, the man takes about 3 hours to make one cup of tea, but he's there stirring and...
Yeah, I'm sorry, but honestly, Steve makes the best cup of tea ever. I tell you what, right now. And I'm the most simplest one ever to drink tea because mine is simple. Tea bag, 1 sugar, done. No milk, drink it, done.
Simple tea for a simple man.
Drink your tea with milk, Socks, there?
Nope.
Fucking hell. I don't think I know anyone who drinks their tea like that.
You do now?
Do now.
Our very own Andrew.
There we go.
What you go, Jared's house is a cup of milky water with a hint of tea bag.
Gosh,
Make your own fucking tea, but make your own fucking tea.
That's what he's doing. He's just doing for you to go, oh, shit, I'm never asking him for a cup of tea again.
Yeah.
Exactly what he's doing. Make a few shit so you never ask him again. He's won.
If there's ever a man who had a motto, that was that motto.
That is my motto. Do it bad once so nobody will ask you again. Like dishes. I've never done dishes in my life.
He goes, oh no, smashes them on the floor, fucking throws them, soap suds everywhere. Like, oh, fuck's sake.
Yeah, smash it up.
Monty's never changed his pants, he just lays it to the He's downstairs on the floor just shouting calf like calf.
You're just jealous. That's all you are is jealous.
Obviously I'm cheating because I've had to think about it.
So what about you, Steve?
Yeah, that's what I was just going to say. I've had to think, I've had a chance to think, so I'm cheating now. So for me, they're addicted. That's something you realise too late.
Yeah, that's a point.
Yeah. How to love people is too late once you realise you don't know how to love.
Don't know why you got to this goal.
You fucked up all your relationships. Sunscreen, how to use sunscreen. That's something you learn too late. Should have taken better care of yourselves. That they were wrong. And obviously the big one that crabs are notoriously difficult to get rid of. That's the last one.
And sorry, I go on, Steve.
You should always buy a plunger before you need it.
Yeah.
And one more. Herpes, you can't get rid of them. Can you, Steve?
Dear Drew, this should be fun. Dear Drew, what do you miss most about being a kid? And
Have we done this? Have we?
Oh, I don't know if there's something similar.
Might have come around before. Or something similar, yeah.
Trust me, I've got a process when I come back around. And that's from Josh Baskin, isn't it?
Again, it's going back to the childhood with all my mates on the football field playing Spotlight or playing Box. Box was another one we used to play as well.
Box.
And Kirby, whatever they call it with the ball.
Curbsy.
I called it.
Yeah.
No, I did. Yeah, Curbsy.
You know when you don't call these games names?
Yeah.
Is it fair to say that because I'm the oldest, my name is correct? Because you all either just misheard, fucked it up, or changed it for some pointless reason. Otherwise, it was a good name when I had it.
Yeah, but can you say the same? Can you say the same for your name though? Because was it the same process for you? Was it different from the older generation from you? And you guys fucked it up.
No, same.
Oh, it's not for you, is it?
Just like normal, you've taken somebody else's idea, right? made it your own by calling it something else. Fuck off.
Like, wait, no offense, but where did like the game Bulldogs come from, or where did the game Box come from, or where did the game Spotlight come from? That's what I always thought. That's what I always thought. Yeah, but we lot created the games. But as like other countries fucking made the game, or before that and stuff like that.
Socks, we had black and white tellies. I don't fucking internet to find out something else. It's 2000.
Yeah, I know, true.
You know what I miss?
What?
Do you know what I miss from being a kid?
What do you miss, Con?
Right? I don't want to get you all emotional now, no, Steve.
He says getting up really late.
You come home from school, right?
Yeah.
You'd strip off and you'd sit down in front of the cartoons while mum and dad makes the fucking food ready, and you'd have a fucking care or a worry in the fucking world.
Yeah. And you're missing what?
Yeah, exactly.
What are you missing?
No point.
I tell you one thing.
He's missing his mother and father doing it. He's still growing on, still happy.
Yeah.
He's just sitting like that.
Yeah. I tell you one thing I do miss as well.
Go on, Socks.
10 pence mix-ups.
Mix-ups.
You still get up.
Dogs,
just go to the shop and ask for one.
No.
50 pence mix-ups now.
Yeah, no, it's the price has gone up now at the end of it. Like, you don't get like the 10 pence mix-up, or you get fucking. You don't get a 10 pence mix-up, or you get fucking years ago. I tell you what now.
Well, you just got to pay more for them. No?
You pay like a pound for a 10 pence mix-up, like that.
What I was saying.
What do you say? You got a pound for a 10 pence mix-up. You say that?
I'll mix up now.
So what I'm saying, but most thing you miss about being a kid is just the fact that you don't worry, like you are, like it's all everyone you're cared for, and you got no worries, and it's just fucking.
Like going back.
Obviously, different people haven't got those carefrees. It depends on you how much.
Yeah. Of course.
Yeah. And the reason, sorry, before you jump in, right? The reason I asked this question is as a link into the movies, right? Go on, Mugs.
Oh, right, okay. Yeah, like, I was just going to say, like, the same thing as Jared said, fucking finishing school on a Friday night and getting home, put the computer on and be on RuneScape. Like, you might not have played that or you heard of that.
Have you heard of it? I don't have played it.
Yeah, it was a bit like,
big back then. It was
my gen, like, yeah. But yeah, it's fucking log on, like, and I'd speak to my friends or, maybe have food or, just.
Didn't you find you talk to your mates all day at school, then go home and go on the phone?
Sometimes.
But to be going up, but.
Yeah, well.
And then you go again.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I'd have a knock. Come out! Nah.
Yeah, knocking for your mates and shit.
Too cold. Kids don't knock for each other anymore. When we were kids, you'd go down and knock. They don't. These days, they pick up their phone and go.
Yeah.
I can't recall. I had the odd knock on his door, right, but it's very rare. It's usually way off, or one of the boys is strong, and I'm going to meet them.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah.
To me, it sounds like Jared didn't go out anyway, because so far, are you going out? No. I knock on the door. He's not in.
Oh, no food coming.
Food coming.
Yeah, I miss that.
Grazer by name, grazer by nature, Steve. Right, you got any more?
I have one or two more. Dear Drew, how do you feel about cars? Oh, it's a good link in, but this is all from earlier. Dear Drew, how do you feel about cars becoming fully autonomous and having no steering wheel, brakes, or accelerators? That's from Mr. Musk, right? And I gotta be honest with you, Mr. Musk can go fuck themselves, because you're not turning me into a fucking android.
Yeah, but as long as you don't fucking drive over people, happy days.
That's not fucking news, which wasn't real.
I find the videos on tag you on there. Put on Twitter.
Yeah, I've seen that, remember?
Yeah.
That's what happens with technology in the end days, more advanced in the end day. I think it's a great idea putting self-driven cars out there for people who
We've had self-driven cars, right?
Yeah.
I did that wrong, sorry.
Self-driven cars for like people who unfortunately can't drive or unable to drive is to basically sit in a car and go to places in a self-driven car.
I can't wait for the day that
it's called Steve.
Don't have to I can't wait for it because like I fucking hate driving. Absolutely can't stand it. Like, so to be able to sit in the car, say take me to work, and then just sit back and play on my phone or something, or go and watch a video, be fucking incredible.
should cars that are fully autonomous then, should they just still look like cars, or should they be redeveloped? You know, should they go in and be a full entertainment service in that? You know, as opposed to steamboat seats and all.
I think they should all look the same.
This is like a car question, you know, a car answer really. But is anyone else bored of how cars look? They seem to have looked the same since I was a kid, like.
Yeah.
And when you look at classic cars, they're all different shapes and sizes. These days, every fucking car looks the same, like.
I tend not to notice, I gotta be honest.
Are they just rounded and yeah?
Talking about the other day, talking about Cortinas, and I'm quite sure that someone would bring back a Cortina or a Sierra Sapphire just to prove that, you know, it is a cool fucking car and it needs to come back.
There was a video I watched the other day, right, where the car itself sensors the car in front. So when the car speeds up, the car behind it speeds up, and then when it slows down, it slows down. When it brakes, it brakes.
Yeah.
It's essentially a self-driving car then.
That's
Yeah.
what they do, yeah, pretty much.
That's what they're doing. So like for the cars to do that for people who are alert or knows that something's about to happen or not happen, but the car in front is broke, but they unable to brake, or the car does it automatically for them.
Well, the other thing is with self-driving cars as well is we've pretty much got them. It's just about, you know, policy and stuff like that now. Like, you know, it's making sure that they are good enough. But the amount of things cars, like self-driving cars, could solve is, you know, they could solve traffic for a start. There wouldn't be traffic if every car was autonomous, because a car's got better senses than us. Like, you know, a robot does. Sorry, not a car. But, you know, when they need to go, they go. They don't just go, I'm playing on my phone or I'm daydreaming, and they go, oh shit, fuck, gotta go. Or, you know, they just go.
They're always on point. So, always on point.
Exactly.
My problem with all of it is, unless all the cars are autonomous, to me you have more risk.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Exactly.
It's got to be every car on the road, yeah.
No, I agree there. I don't know enough about the technology or where they're going with the path of how they want to do it. I'll be honest with you, but I think that's the only question for me, or the only worry.
Yeah.
I'd love to roll into a car and just be taken to work. And
any more, Steve? Last question. Sorry, Mort. Sorry, but I didn't realise.
What I was going to say was going back to car designs again, and Elon Musk that's why I love the Teslas. I think they're fucking incredible. Like, that's
we seen one yesterday.
Really want to own. And even the Cybertruck. Did you see the Cybertruck?
No.
Yeah.
People thought it was a joke. I'll send a link in a picture of it. It's fucking. I think it's stunning. I think it's so cool because it looks different. Like, it's not like a fucking car you see every day. Yeah, that's all I want to say.
We seen one yesterday in Clantrison yesterday, and you see the driver press a button and it self-park. In the space, the Tesla self-park into the space.
Incredible.
It was brilliant, like.
Yeah, it's just.
But it looked like a Volkswagen Beetle, the Tesla did, but it's like the colour of it and the wide windscreen it's got, it's fucking huge windscreen, the sunroof. Yeah. It was lush. They're
cool. Like, they are the future. Like, and they really are saying, look, we're in the future. Why are we building cars like that? When this is what you need. And like the tool dash is just a sleek thing with a computer in the middle. It's so nice to look at. Like,
the thing I would like is, for example, you've been driven into work. It pulls out outside the gates and you got to go through to work, and you just go on, and it goes parks itself. You don't have to walk half a mile back to the gate you just drove past. Well, I like that.
So like, changing the subject a tiny bit, but like, it's the robot thing. And I said to my girlfriend yesterday, like, I was talking to Alexa to do something, I can't remember, but we said, I wonder if we will ever have the classic sci-fi robot now that walks around, because is there a point when we could just make the home the robot, if that makes sense?
Boys. I've seen horror movies about this shit. I've never seen Skynet for starters, right? They should teach us a lesson, right? Steve, go back to that question you had before. Learn from mistakes question. Skynet. Let's learn now, right? Also, I've seen a film before where this house was all automatic and he was fucking trying to kill the fucking people that live there, boys. Fuck that shit. No.
You do know that's pretending.
Yeah, I was going to say, would that happen? Would a robot
AI.
ever
Can't trust fucking AI.
No.
I don't think a robot would ever attack someone. I just don't. Unless it's built like it's a war
Programmed,
machine,
yeah.
like with a gun
You
on
can't
it.
trust them, boys. You can't trust them, boys. No, fuck that shit.
And what's the point of the war machine when you've got a big fuck off bomb that can do the wipe everybody out? So
Yeah.
Steve, next question.
next, I got two. You can have one. You can have whatever you want. I don't mind.
Go on. All
Make it
depends.
one. Make it one.
Make it one. All right then. I'll skip that one.
Let me get the best one.
Dear Drew, do you think psychic abilities exist? And which one would you like to have? And that's from Master Musa, son of Master Kaido, from a small Sengali village. Now, I'd like to know where he gets fucking internet from, I gotta be honest with you. They're doing well over there these days, I gotta be honest.
Must be, aye.
So do I believe in what? Psychics?
Do you think psychic abilities exist? And if you do, which one would you like more?
He's gonna say.
Yeah, I know. That's it. That's it. Yeah.
So, Moggs is waiting for an answer there, but
Wait,
Thinking.
I would. No offense, but I would like to have the power to read.
I'd like to have the power.
No, can I answer the first question?
do you think it exists?
I don't think it does. To be honest, I
Left
don't.
away, wasn't sure.
I don't. I really don't. Like, if it does exist, then they fucking we be hearing about it and all this fucking shit. So
Right, one question, right, and just one quick question because I want to prove a point, right, and it's going to sound horrible. Does world believe
we'll believe what?
psychics and psychics?
No.
No, because believe it or not, if you look at statistics, more women believe in psychics than men.
Yeah.
No, that's what I was going to say, because usually women like do. That's what I'm asking. Like,
Yeah.
No, it's like no.
Statistics also say that John thinks women are thicker.
never thought women are fucking thick. I'm scared of women, but they scare me.
It's only alright. It's like everyone experienced a loss and stuff like that, right? And my sister at the time when my father passed away, he was going, "Can we go and see
Your mother and father.
No, my father, my sister.
You
My
literally
fa-
just said my mother and father
Oh.
passed away. You did say.
Oh, right. When my father
I panicked
passed-
then, Sox.
Sorry, man.
Poor Sue. Fucking hell.
Sorry. When my father passed away, my sister literally said to my mother and myself to go and see a psychic and see if like my father could speak to us and stuff like that, basically. And I was like, nope, I'm not. I don't believe in any of that fucking shit. Never have and never will. The end of the day, and you see it like Jared will say as well. Like you see people on Facebook with psychic readings on Facebook, and that's fucking literally full of shit.
Yeah,
because you can just click. Yeah, they can
I love
just
it.
click. They can just click on your profile and go, "Oh fuck, you've either lost." What? Then you look at the fucking like the family line or anything like that, and, or through like your friend list, and think of a father's name, and then I got
Love
some.
it.
Yeah, it's fucking stupid, man. Absolutely stupid.
Why do you want? Then move on now. Why do you want to be able to read other people's minds?
I don't know. This is fucking feely thoughts or fucking.
Oh, come on. We'd all like that, wouldn't we? We'd all like to know what other people are thinking. Fuck, guy.
Jared, trust me, you don't.
Oh, I do. I do.
Oh, he's fucked. He's
Very
fucked.
weird.
You'd be a fucking billionaire, man, you would. You'd be able to like, scam people and everything because you know what they're thinking.
That's what I'm gonna say. Like, I'll say it now. If I had psychic abilities, I'd do it for free. I wouldn't fucking charge people.
Exactly.
I wouldn't charge a
Oh.
fucking little old lady who's just come to me and tell
You
me.
fool!
Just think.
Can I ask him if everything was okay before you? Do you know what I mean? I'd say fucking right. Of course I will. Don't worry. And I'll fucking go. No, he's fine.
But
I wouldn't
Morgan, he's like,
fucking
what we go about the ghost years.
Yeah, he is. Just think that you could go to a casino, right, and you'd win nearly all the games, card games.
No.
Because you know what your opponent's cards, what cards they got. You can hear their thoughts.
So
Right.
what
Yeah,
would
but
be?
most of the
There you go.
dealers don't know either.
You play the game,
So at the end, like,
You could,
I
you
got
could
three.
win a
No, if you're playing poker,
Poker,
in your head, you
yeah.
walk in a bluff. No, you're going to know. It's going to be amazing.
But like, is a psychic? What do you say? What do you call it? A psychic? Yeah. There's a psychic.
no, it's psychic abilities. So like, it's not just
abilities.
not just the media. It's all the others that go with it.
Is a psychic
like-
ability telling the future though?
No, but you've seen it.
No.
Ooh.
I think it is, isn't it? You can tell the future when you're a psychic.
Some of them can, yeah. Some of them do tell you future, don't they?
So
Oh, I see you going on holidays.
yeah,
I see a child.
yeah. They
but
always, it's always
no
a child
offense,
with
right,
blonde
but
hair and
if
blue
it-
eyes.
If it was such a thing, right? No offense, how many lottery winners would it be out there right now?
All of them, everyone.
And no
There
one
we
would
go.
win. There wouldn't be a
No.
lottery.
No,
There wouldn't be a week where someone didn't win.
No.
that's it.
Guess what?
There's not.
Yeah, exactly. And fucking.
Like I see now, I've got it in my head. Morgan's got up to some creepy guy in a trench coat now saying, "Look, I can give you what do you want?" And he goes, "I want the
What are you
ability to
buying?"
see into the future." And he just gives him the knowledge of the day of his death.
Imagine that.
Would you want to know?
Yes.
No,
We've done this before. I would.
I wouldn't want to know because I'd be on edge constantly. Because if I
Why would you be on edge?
Why?
You wouldn't.
Why?
You wouldn't be on edge constantly because you know when you're going to die.
It's
yeah,
not gonna
but
happen.
no, he said if I knew how I was going to die, didn't he?
No, you're gonna know the day you die. You're gonna know
Yeah.
when.
Oh,
why.
right, okay. All right. So what
So
was in my
26.
head was how I died. So I was going to say if I was hit by a car, every time I'm near the road, I would be shitting myself and thinking,
Oh yeah, that's different. But if you know
I mean-
the day and the date and the time, bring it on.
Yeah,
So what would you do then?
Yeah.
What would you do then, Mox?
nothing.
You wouldn't be afraid anymore, would you, of stuff?
Exactly
You wouldn't be
the same.
afraid.
You're not gonna die for 20 years. What would you do?
Live my life exactly like I am. what am I going to do different? I mean, maybe.
Exactly. I'm now gonna Mox. I'll stop you then. I'm gonna move up to Jared now. Jared, what are you gonna do?
Join a war somewhere. You know you're not going to die.
Join a
You're going to be a warrior. Fuck you, just stand there like, fuck you, like the Terminator. All the bullets are whizzing past you, you can't get it. Fuck you.
Now, Mox, now he's brave.
Yeah. What if?
I'd be braver. You would be braver, wouldn't you?
But what if you could change it then? Is that,
You'd walk out onto the road and go, come on. You know the car's going to go past you.
Yeah. So, for example, if I died of like an ailment, like a heart attack, would I be able to think, right, I need to be healthier then, so I'm going to live healthier now? Would that change it? Or is it nothing to do?
No, this is the future. That's exactly what's gonna happen. Yeah, you're gonna die on that day.
That's how it is, end of. Yeah, I think I'd do
So-
the same. I don't think I'd change
So-
much.
Soxy,
No, I would, like I said, what Charlie was saying, I would probably do a bucket list, I would, and do the stuff that I haven't done before and do it.
But, can I stop, Ben? Why not do that now? Because you know you're going to die one day
that's
anyway.
my point. That's why
Yeah.
I'm saying that, 'cause I got
You're
one.
going to die one day anyway, so why not do it anyway? So why wait until you find out when you're going to die?
True.
It might make me do things faster, actually, because then I think, you know, fuck it. I know I'm going to die in 20 years now. I'm going to fucking bungee jump tomorrow. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, maybe I'll do that.
to me, Jared's only gonna watch Mandalorian till 20 fucking 30 seconds.
Jared goes, oh, well, I got another 20 years to watch us. So.
Yeah. Mandalorian will be watched by next Sunday, I promise. I'm halfway through.
So to me, the only problem I got with all that, because it's like I wouldn't want to know, but if I did, like Jared just said, fuck it, I'll stand in the middle of the road because they won't hit me. I'll go and probably play Call of Duty in real life, all that stuff, yeah. Nobody said you'd be in a fucking wheelchair for the rest of your life. Nobody said you'd be in a coma for the next 20 years if you did these crazy things.
Fuck you!
Morgan's being a sensible one, as you know. Maybe do a bit more, a bit this, bit that.
Okay, boring prick, Moggs.
Jared wants big chicken.
I still want to do some crazy shit. They're just fucking. I'm going
Exactly.
to do it.
Morgan's going to the next 20 years having fun, a bit more fun, yeah. Jared's going to be in a coma for 20 years and he's going to die.
Right. Right, each week we watch a film and it's usually we have a bit of a laugh and a joke and we fucking... I think this week is going to be quite different, actually. This week we all watched...
If you're feeling sad, don't watch this film.
No, don't watch it. This week we actually watched Grave of the Fireflies. It's a Studio Ghibli or Ghibli, I don't know how to pronounce film, and it's probably...
I don't know.
It's probably for me, Ghibli, I don't know. Anyway, it's not going to be so much laughing and joking because of the
Not
dark
so much.
nature. No, because of the dark nature of the film. And we're going to discuss it now. Andrew, have you watched this film?
I have.
Opinions?
Yeah, I won't watch it again, to be honest. is like the story itself, like when you got the brother and the sister, and it's proper dark, proper dark. Like the war, the planes coming across and blowing everything up, and seeing the mother and the bandages and stuff like that. It's proper.
Not even blowing everything up. Fucking
Setting on fire.
Setting on fire. Yeah. It's
that's what got me.
Go on, sorry, bud.
I was going to say, does anyone know if that was an American thing? I asked Jared in the weekend.
I think it was.
Right,
When they have to just send burning fucking, not just burn things, burn villages and that.
What was an actual thing? Yeah, it was an actual thing.
What this film made me think out of anything is the victors write the history books.
100%.
The Nazis didn't even do our shit to us, like.
No, they just killed thousands and millions of Jews.
What I mean is, they killed the Jews, yeah, of course, but
they killed every else.
They were bombing us. Like, we told them not to use gas on, chemical warfare. They didn't.
And they did.
Yes.
Must have.
That was World War One.
No, World War Two.
Oh, sorry, no.
After we did it, like, and it's unreal, like what people can do, like, and but the film itself, it was fucking gut wrenching. It really was, like.
It was. I find it stays with you. It generally stays with you for a couple of days. Like, it generally does. Sorry, bud. Go on. Sorry, I was just going to say, when I first watched it, I vowed never to watch it again, but I ended up watching it again for this podcast.
And making me watch it, brilliant.
What was I going to say?
All I was going to say is, we haven't mentioned this is a cartoon as well. This is animation.
No, it is.
Obviously, Studio Ghibli, if people don't know, it's an anime studio. But honest to God, like the scene where the doctor lifts up the girl's chest, if fucking hit me at it, like really hit me. It was
like I said, the only thing good from this thing, I will say, the music was brilliant. The music was spot on.
I hated the music. As soon as I heard that music, it was.
I thought, it made you sob a bit or made you like cry through the movie, but I enjoyed the music. Can
I just give a quick rundown for the people who haven't actually watched it? Is that okay?
Yeah.
You want to do the plot? Soxy, you listening?
Yeah, Soxy, do you want to do it? Do you want to do the plot, guys?
Crack on.
No, I like you do it. I like you doing the plot. Go on.
No, crack on. So
I want you to do it.
Oh, that's fine. So basically, it's about a brother and sister who can't be separated, and it's based on World War II. So you got the planes coming over, setting the place on fire.
And it's in Japan as well, yeah?
It's in Japan, yeah.
Set in Japan. Outskirts.
So there's more to it, come on.
That's what I was just trying to say about it. That's what you can do the rest on.
No, I'm alright, Sox, you do it.
No, crack on.
No, Sox, go on. Yeah, I've watched it, have you?
I have watched it. I watched it fucking earlier.
I've watched it.
But come on, then. Keep talking.
That's what I got from the movie. This is at the end. It's all about fucking.
What happens at the end, Sox?
What happened at the end? Well, is it fucking a beautiful life with a fucking sister and all that fucking shit?
You have watched this film?
They showed the sister fucking running around, and then the fucking the brother sitting on the fucking bench.
Sox, do me a favour. Sox, do me a favour. Admit you haven't watched this film.
I have watched it.
Just say it now.
I am crossed it.
So, Steve, you have not watched this film. You have not watched this film.
You have seen it.
So, tell me the ending. Tell me what happens right at the end.
The ending I got on mine was, you see the sister fucking and you see the brother sitting on a bench, and then you see the fucking the flames.
What happens to the brother and sister?
That's what the bit I see. It was the brother and sister were sitting next to each other. That's the bit I see on mine.
What happens to
them?
I don't know what happened to him.
So if you haven't watched it, Brett, just say I watched it. You haven't watched this, Steve. If he's watched it, he'll know.
I watched it, right? At the beginning, then, right? So you got a fucking people begging or fucking in the fucking hut, and they take the fucking little, like a corned beef fucking tin and threw it, and then the daughter, the sister fucking threw. The sister stand up.
What is that tin, Socks? What is that tin?
It's fucking food or biscuits, whatever it is.
He hasn't watched this, Steve. Don't you fucking stick up for it. Stop it.
What is it then? It's not coins or anything, because they were eating it on the fucking train.
This tin is a big fucking plot object.
Oh, is it? Well, I thought it was fucking food, because on the train they were eating it.
Yeah. But what about
Yeah.
in the middle of the film? What are they doing with it?
Oh, I don't know what. Oh, right. Yeah.
Go on.
I can't remember what he fucking.
Something happens to the brother and sister. What happens?
Yeah,
A
but they didn't
big
get separated.
part.
No, they didn't get separated, really, no. What happens, bud?
They
Right at
do,
the
but
end.
they get back together.
Oh,
They did get back, I suppose, yeah.
Yeah.
I can't remember.
You didn't watch it.
It's not a test. It's not a test.
Carry on.
No, we will move on when Andrew accepts the fact that he didn't watch it all. Admit it. Oh, he was on his phone when he was on.
Andrew,
I was on my
did you give this film your full attention?
No.
Right. That's all it is. That's the difference. That's all.
Right, okay.
I'll be honest, I didn't.
How did this film end, Socks? Well, the brother and sister lived happily ever after.
Exact
Like I said, the only bit I seen was you had the fucking brother and sister sitting on a bench and I was fucking it.
Did you skip to the
Yeah,
end?
he's correct there. He's correct there.
What do you say, Mom?
I said, did you skip to the end?
Can I just say, Mugs, you can all shut up. Not all of you seen all the films anyway so far. So
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm going, because
At least-
Soxy loved
at least he
that.
did
Yeah, but at least we admitted when we didn't watch the film. So I watched it. It was amazing. Best ending I've ever seen. Oh, I was so happy.
We
I'll be
should
honest,
be
I was-
laughing about this.
I watched it, but I was doing other things while I was watching it, so there we go.
You didn't watch it,
It's a
but
lot of other
you
doing
didn't.
his hair, he was doing his toes.
Right, this film is about the brother and sister. The brother's what, 16, 15 maybe?
Yeah.
And the little girl is 5, right? I looked up, she's 5.
I'd say the brother must. I thought the brother was a bit younger, maybe about 12.
Yeah.
13.
Oh no, I'm going to do that. I'm going
The drafting and that.
Anyway,
they
the sister's
would've
5. I know the sister's 5, I think, because I looked it up and I'm sure they said she was 5 anyway. She's about 5. And this dude set during World War II where the father's off fighting.
He's in the Navy, yeah?
In the Navy, yeah, and the Japanese, and the village again bombed, and the mother ends up dying, and the brother and sister left alone, abandoned, and they end up going to the aunt's house. The aunt turns out to be a right fucking twat, where they can't handle it anymore, so they go off on their own, decides to, where do they go, Socks? They decide to sleep and live. They decide to sleep and live in a bunker. This is just a quick synopsis where
I was wondering what it was.
I don't really want to say it anymore. It's horrible. It's horrible about it. I don't want to.
Yeah.
Can't bring myself. Bring it up.
It was, so they lived. Was it a bunker or a mine? I thought it was like a mine shaft.
They got mine in there.
We
Like
don't know,
yeah.
do we? It was
No,
a
it's
structure.
not. It was a purpose-built. It was a purpose-built
Bunker.
raid.
Shelter.
Oh, it was a
Yeah.
That's
sure.
right. It was an air raid shelter. Yeah. But,
Where
basically,
they struggle to get food.
Oh, John, you said you were telling the story. Morgan tell the story. No?
Yeah, go on, Morgs. You can finish off. I don't want.
So they struggled to eat. You know, they traded their mother's belongings, which is all they had.
They stole.
The boy was right into his father too, or wrote to him once, but never had any response. So we lost contact with the father too. They sold their mother's belongings, which they owned. Eventually, it leads to stealing, like to try and survive. And then obviously a 5-year-old boy looking after a 5-year-old ends up.
A 5-year-old boy looking after a 5-year-old.
12-year-old boy looking after a 5-year-old girl, and she leads to malnourishment, and passes away. Like
Scabies and
it was fucking.
Essentially,
All right. I'm think going back because there was a scene where they had like all scabs on his stomach, like all like things on his stomach. Is that a bit you're on about at the ending or no?
Socks.
no.
We got this, boy. We got this. You sit there, boy. We got this.
All right, no, because he said there was something wrong with her tummy.
Yeah, well, there was. So I picked that up early on. I don't know if anyone else did, but first I thought the cheeks was that a rash, but then I realised no, it was just the art style. Like she had rosy cheeks, but she gets into the sea and she's itching her back.
Yeah.
And
That's the
I think he says to her then, doesn't he? Stop itching or something, or the salt water will help.
The cold water that will stop itching. She said.
And obviously, I don't know. I'm not a doctor, but I'm guessing that was part of starving to death. Like.
It's the part as well where she says to him that she's been having diarrhea and she kept performing.
Yeah.
Fuck, boys, that fucking hit me, did. Oh, I sit there now just talking about it, like.
It was the death that hit me, like the melon.
Yeah, but there was a scene, wasn't it, when, like you said, the mother died, and the brother went and see the aunt, and he went, "Did you go to the hospital to see your mother?" And then she was like, "My mother died 2 days ago." And she's like, "How come you fucking hide things around me? I got to tell your father straight away." But I didn't want my sister to know.
He just wanted to protect his sister, but he couldn't do it. And eventually it turns out that he cremates her. He puts her ashes in her favourite sweet tin. The brother, he cremates his sister, puts her favourite ashes in the fruit sweet tin. You can actually buy them on the internet, by the way. You can buy her ashes in her favourite tin of sweets.
So that's what the tin was.
The tin,
was sweets.
Fruit drops.
And it's essentially boils down to him dying as well of malnourishment.
He pretty much died at the start, didn't he?
But the next story goes back. Yeah,
but what I didn't get, right? He went back to like the place again, like the stuff that they digged under, like the pickled plums, the butter, and all that stuff, and then he gave it to the aunt. He didn't keep it to himself. He gave it to the aunt. Well, that's what I don't understand. Like,
he gave the little aunt, he did. Aunt.
No H in it either.
Aunt.
The auntie.
Well, it was sort of payment, I think, for living here, but she was quite a...
You're mucking in, isn't it?
Yeah.
Everybody merges together. Everybody comes together.
Soxy was confused, I think, bless his little soul, because it was at some scenes where you'd see them, but they were kind of ghosts. They were like in the afterlife together.
Yeah, the very end. The very end was them like looking back
together again. Finally, yeah.
Oh, that's finally together. Because I seen the bit where she was sitting down and on like he was doing the hair and he like busted a nit or something, or whatever it was on the cum.
Yeah. And
he was saying that you need to eat this and eat that to keep your fucking strength up and stuff.
Yeah, that's not the end, man.
I was far from the end, Sox.
No, I'm just saying.
But yeah, Steve, your opinions on this film? I'd like to know your opinions, but because you said it didn't affect you, it didn't make you sad.
No, it's strange because for me, it's a story I've seen many, many times in different sort of genres. For me, it should never be an anime. Not anime, an animation. It's destroying animation for me. That's just my opinion, mind you.
I think it works better as anime, do.
I don't. That's it. It didn't bother me. I couldn't engage because it was animation based on the story topic, right?
Don't bother me at all. To me, it's still the characters, like whether they're animation or.
Yeah, I'll go off topic a little bit now, right? The one thing I did sort of pick my ears up with, but was when they were sitting down and she was upset, and what's his name?
His name was what was it?
Yeah,
Seta, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think it was Seta.
So he jumps up on the bars and starts spinning.
Yeah.
I thought to myself, I can do that. I said, that's the only nice little bit out of that film. Everything else was fucking doing them.
That part confused me at first, but then I sort of realised, like, the kids. And it was probably
the kids, yeah.
Yeah, and he wanted to just say, "Oh look, I can do this. Don't cry," type thing. All he wanted to do throughout the film was protect her. Yeah. That was his job to protect his sister.
Can I ask why he was in like an army outfit or anything like that? Then why was he like for a 12-year-old or 15-year-old or whatever age he was? Why was he in the full kitted out army kit? Like
I thought he was he wearing an army uniform, but then I think it was just attire.
It's the outfit of
feudal Japan. I mean, then I realised the cap. I was like, it's just a cap, and it's not actually like a military cap.
Pretty much
I agree. Yeah, I had the same sort of thing.
I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid to admit, right, that I bawled like a baby watching this film twice.
Oh, we know that. Fucking hell.
You have a little tear about it?
I won't lie, but I was going to say that this film is a film that's almost made me cry, and for a long time, I can't remember the last time
It's that bit when she's laying there and she's like, she's really weak and she can hardly move, and she's sucking on a pebble. She's literally sucking on a pebble, thinking this is sweet.
She's delusional. She doesn't know what she's doing there. That's all to do with the malnutrition, isn't it?
But then when she dies, it shows that flashback of her playing and everything, and the music's going. And fuck me, boys.
That was one thing I was going to say about the music was the music was good, but I didn't like how it come in. I hated the start of the songs. I thought it was so fucking out of place, and it bugged me because it'd be thing and maybe gently come into it, but it was just like, like straight into it, and it was so fucking weird to do it like that. Usually films, build up like from quiet loud to louder, faded.
This does actually.
It was a bit off-putting. That was to me.
Yeah, that's what it was for me. That's one
The
thing.
good thing. This film generally does show like the true horrors of war at home, not just out on the fucking fields.
That's what I was mad about, and that's what I was saying about Americans, like the burning. Obviously, it was war. We were doing it, they were doing it, but
of course, yeah.
It's fucking really bad to see it from the other side, like
seeing it from a kid's perspective during the war, like.
Yeah.
For a while, I was keen. They'd show you the airplanes every now and then, flying over. You couldn't see who they were, and there's just that one scene from above, and it does show that it's an American, whatever,
Stars and Stripes.
And that's it. But then, for me, like this story's been played out for hundreds of years in hundreds of countries, over and over and over. It's happening now somewhere, isn't it?
Yeah, of course, yeah.
And I think for me, like the age that I am and what I've seen over the years that I have, I don't think I'm sensitive to it anymore. That's why I connected, not just because this is animation.
I picture and Steve sat there when the Allied ships are coming over, right? The Americans, he's going, "Woo! Allies, go on! Here we go!"
But this is war. That's what they fucking do. Like, and to me, the age I am, in my head, there's kind of an acceptance, which then make me think, fuck me, how bad am I? Like, because I accept that this is what does and should happen, or not necessarily should happen, at all.
But it's just, this isn't about war, though. It's about the personal stories.
I know. And also,
the other...
For me,
But what would you prefer, right? As an animation or as like a human movie?
Live
movie.
They've done a live action. It's supposed to be awful.
They've done hundreds of live stories like this, hundreds over the years, hundreds and hundreds of them.
Didn't
bother
me one bit. Like I like anime. I don't watch it because it's anime. I just see it as Japanese films. Like they tend.
I preferred it
more than us.
I preferred an anime personally. I really liked the animation. I preferred an anime.
I didn't.
For me, the fact that he had to become the father of the house.
Yeah.
The things he had to keep secret from his sister because she is a child, even though he's a child himself. She's a child, and she doesn't understand it as much as he did. You've got to appreciate that difference. Those are the sort of subtleties I kind of enjoyed.
Yeah.
Do you think it's a film everyone should at least watch once?
Yeah.
Because I know it is in the top one. It's in the top 100 must-watch movies.
Like Steve said, if this has been done plenty of times, but this is a type of movie I think everyone should watch. Definitely. But I think I don't know other films I've seen like what Steve's on about, what you're on about, but
Moggs, I can't remember what it's called.
I don't know why.
Do you know the one I've seen, the animation one, which is about the Holocaust, which is in Britain?
No,
I can't remember what it's called, but that is way more emotional, way more destructive and sensitive. And so for me, I've been seeing this and appreciating it and seen all this. I struggle with this one because it's not.
Steve,
I beat the sensitive.
I remember.
Steve, you're fucking dead inside, but you're dead behind the eyes.
Heart of stone.
You're dead.
I remember.
No, I'm not being horrible either. Like,
no, I know.
And I liked how there's different countries, and the fact that the first thing they did before they went to Americans was hide their food.
Yeah.
They bury the food. There's things like that which are sort of interesting. Yeah. You wouldn't see that over in this country. You'd just fuck off and go over there. You've got to do all these things to make sure you can come back and still live,
Well,
that's what I'm
saying. Like in school, I remember watching Goodnight. Is it Goodnight, Mr. Tom?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was the sort of movie like this I've seen where it's about a kid during World War II and being a refugee. But I don't know that it didn't. this hit me way harder. Like, I think it was seeing, like I said, that doctor when he pulled up the girl's top and you see her stomach and she's bones and rashes.
Can I just say the voice acting was fucking brilliant as well.
Yeah. So that's the other thing. How did you two watch this? Did you watch
I watched it. English dubs. Originally, believe it or not, I watched it with subs years ago. But this one I watched it English dubs.
I got it just with English subs.
You didn't watch it.
You're too busy reading. That's what it is.
You watch it in Japanese, Socks, yeah?
Yeah.
But that's why you didn't watch it.
Steve? Japanese or English?
English.
English. I can't do subtitles. It drives me fucking nuts.
See,
don't bother me.
But before we start, right, I think for some reason I like it in Japanese, and I watch all anime and anything Japanese. If it's a foreign film, I can't watch it dubbed. The closest thing I can watch to dubbed is Fistful of Dollars, and that's because just certain actors are dubbed.
Yeah,
you know,
and Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. They're the same. They dubbed on it.
Yeah, what are they called? The Man with No Name series or whatever. But yeah, those spaghetti westerns exactly. Yeah. But going back to what I was saying about the Mr. Tom thing, the other thing with this one is the fact I think we see the good guys doing the damage, you know, all through like growing up and watching these war films and whatever. The Americans are the good guys, the same as the Brits, you know.
Because, like you said at the beginning, that the victor writes the stories, doesn't he?
Stories, of course, yeah, and that's what this is a Japanese person's perspective of it, you know. And
of course, yeah.
I think that's what touched me as well. That's what hit me, like, was knowing that. And you think, fucking hell, look what we were doing as well.
I can't remember I seen it in. Like, there was a statement in a film many years ago, and it was something along the lines of, there are no good men in war.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Because it just covers both sides, doesn't it?
Of course it does, yeah.
Of course it does.
I liked, and you know, there was certain stuff they like. You know, there was a bit where down by the bunker, you know, they're looking out, and then there's just this serenity, and it's kind of showing nature.
Yeah.
I know.
Outside of the human race, outside of the war.
I remember this part of it because I remember thinking all this disaster and everything and all this fucking carnage and nastiness going on. That nature, it's just still nature.
It's still nature.
And I remember thinking, it's still, and it's still oblivious to it. Like.
There's a World War
But then it quickly goes to the beach and the dead man, and it's just a little reminder of what's going on.
Exactly, yeah. There's a World War One movie I've seen, probably in school as well, and they look over the trench. Do you know what film I'm thinking of? And he looks over the trench, and obviously you're expecting to see this derelict waste, like bombing and fire, and it's just a lush green field, like. And it's like that. It's like it's not, you know, nature's still nature. Like, nature wins.
Right. Well.
No. Can I say something? Right?
Yeah.
I wrote this down when I was watching this. And I kind of like what I was writing. Not being a cocky cunt, but I kind of liked it. Right? And I wrote, why can't the simple ideas of a childhood follow us through the adulthood and the decisions of a ruling government? Why can't
good thought. That's very fucking philosophical. I can't say the fucking word. I'm turning
philosophical.
That
comes up with philosophy.
There he is.
Cameo of the week.
Go see, man. Close the door.
Suppertime, Steve. Suppertime. I like our thoughts. I really do like our thought. Like that's a good thought.
You know, fucking kids don't know anything, do they? They don't have racism.
No.
They don't have nothing.
No,
we implant hate on kids. We do really
No, we don't.
You know why we do not? No, implant's the wrong word then, because that implies like genetics now. I'm talking about like I was watching a show the other day with this Nazi fucking skinhead family, right? It's right, they're not going, calm down. You know the white supremacists in America?
We do.
Right, so there was this guy and he goes out there, so documenting, he lives with them for a couple of days to find out why they are. And he had a lot of kids and he was teaching these kids his values and ideals. And he was even going white power and shit like that to them, right? And the kids were saying it. So he's implanting his ideals on the kids. Without that, them kids wouldn't know racism, they wouldn't know hate. That come from the adults, that's what I'm saying.
It's a great Louis Theroux documentary. Was it Louis Theroux you watched?
It is.
Yeah.
No, it weren't Louis Theroux. It's someone else.
Similar.
through did the same thing, and
Yeah.
woman's
So
Nazi
technically,
rock and shit.
we do implant our hate onto the kids and fears.
I think we
really do.
But there's more to it than that, Joe.
Of course, there's more to it. Of course.
For me, like, there's a few things I sort of picked up on, which I thought I'd write this down now because it's up there again. And for me, it was the trauma at the idea of the fruit drops ending. There's none left. And the trauma that little girl went through because it had come to an end. Or she believed it.
Yeah, of course, yeah. Yeah.
And I pick up on something as well, Jack. Was the auntie a bad person?
Yeah, in my opinion, yeah, because she abandoned kids.
She didn't. She did.
Yeah, but she was a twat. She was like, oh, look. She was like, oh, look, I don't really give a fuck. You can be here or you can fuck off. I don't really care. Like,
don't forget, they're not her children, which isn't any right? But, they've turned up, they're not putting their part into it. They just want to be kids. Whereas at this war, and she's expecting them to pull their weight, which she believes they're not. So it's that sort of double-sided,
She was...
Is she as bad as she says? She might say these things. Parents do say these things, which are more dramatic because they're in a certain state of mind as well.
She was a harsh person, wasn't she? She wasn't bad, but she told him straight, like, well, it's my food too. I'm doing the dishes for you. So, but maybe a little bit too harsh, obviously, because it drove him away. But
yeah, at one point, she's like, you don't eat what we eat tonight because you're not bringing nothing in. So you have that shit. We'll eat the good stuff.
Yeah, well,
no,
wasn't that after?
She didn't eat the shit. She had the shit as well.
Yeah.
It was the other two, the daughter who was working for him and the guy, whoever he was.
Yeah.
Do
Didn't
you know what I mean? It's a perspective, isn't it?
Yeah, of course it's always.
Wasn't it because the boy? What did he say to her? Didn't he have a go at her and said, like, we want it's our food or something like that?
Yeah, we bought the rice.
Yeah,
we bought it was our rice. Yeah, we bought it. The girl said it, not the boy. It was the girl. The girl said it. Yeah.
And then she was sort of, all right. Well, if that's the case, you do your own dishes from now on. You cook your own food.
Yeah.
And
but just something a parent would say. Yeah, but that's something a parent would say, wouldn't it?
Exactly.
But he's of an age and he's fucked off and got himself some cooking utensils and this and the other. To say it's a rebellious thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
So this literally has both sides of it, like in a wartime point. So I picked up on it. I thought, for me, then it was set as inevitable breakdown. He's doing everything he can to feed his sister, to keep him safe, everything. She's come up with things like, Auntie whatever said, she told me where Mum was. And he's sort of embellished, some other truths just to make it nice. Also,
definitely.
The food, the stealing, the joy of running into areas, stealing what he could. So after his sister, it's harsh. It really is.
I can't believe a watermelon killed her in the end.
Yeah.
She didn't die from the watermelon, dickhead.
Yeah, well, exactly. I mean, it was a loud...
I'm off melons, no? I'm off melons.
I got two more things.
Boys, I'm trying to feel really bad right now, I do. Because... Okay. Soxy, bless him, he thought they lived happily ever after. We spoiled it for him.
You can't believe.
Let's get to the end, all right? And for me, this film is completely about the loss of innocence. But then at the end, which is the best part of the film, is the very end, that last scene, which Soxy's on, with her dancing around, him sitting on the seat, and you've got the skyscrapers in the background. Modern Japan as it is now. And these are the forgotten swords, where they're just sitting there looking on towards the future.
That was a good scene.
Look where we came from, sort of
that thing. Was really good.
One more thing I wanted to bring up was the very end. And I'm not too sure about this in history, but so the boy goes to the post office and then he finds out the war's over. Japan surrendered. Yeah, he looks up and you see the bomber. Was that Hiroshima? Was that the nuke?
Don't know.
It was the same model of plane that carried. And
well, did they? Sorry, Marcus. Did they surrender on the first bomb or the second one.
Well, that's what I was going to ask. I'm not too sure.
They call Big Something and Little Something, are they?
Yeah, I don't know for sure.
One.
But basically, yeah, that was definitely the bomb carrying the nuke, the hydrogen bomb or the atom bomb. And you obviously sees it after they've surrendered. And I was just wondering, is that a hint that even after we surrendered, they still dropped the bomb? And because I was expecting the nuke to go off.
They didn't surrender until they dropped the first bomb.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Surrender came straight away after. So potentially, because they're on the outskirts in small villages and all the likes, potentially they are seeing that.
So
and they've already got the news. Potentially, they don't really know.
So that plane was saying that they've dropped the nuke, like. Because I was waiting for the nuke to go off, all through the film. I thought Hiroshima has to happen at some point, and obviously it never did. But we see that plane, and I'm sure that was the carrier. Like,
yeah, it could be.
Maybe. So can I have your marks at the 10, Steve?
7.
All right, Morgs.
There's reasons for it.
8.9 out of 9. The reason being, it loses that 0.1 for the music. I didn't like the way it ruined it.
For me, it's an easy 10 out of 10 for me. I think everyone should watch this film. I think it's just fucking... It's not a film you'd want to watch twice, but it's a film you must watch.
Something you should watch.
Andrew, you don't get to say, but you didn't watch it.
Thanks, bud. No way.
What would you rate it for you saw of it, Sox?
Oh, it'd be a strong 9.
Days.
Is that the ending that they live happily ever after those, and everything went fine there? Right, anyway, on a lighter note, after that fucking depression, let's move on to the quiz. Yeah, this week, Morgan is going to be the quiz master. He's supposed to be the quiz master now for about 6 weeks in a row, but that fucking potato-looking bastard let us down.
3 weeks, 2 weeks, because this is the 3rd week.
Honestly, he is a walking potato.
Give us a point system, Morg.
I'm doing blockbusters. You all know blockbusters?
Oh, we like a blockbuster, Morgs. We like a blockbuster.
Right,
Can I call you Bob?
No, you can't.
What's the point system? What are we doing? -1 or minus plus one?
What was Dean's system last week? I liked it.
3 points first answer, 2 points second, 1 point last one.
I won that one. That's brilliant.
And just point out, Jared, yes, you can call him Bob because it's short for Robert.
2 points for the first answer. Yeah, you can.
His name's Morgan.
Robert, you
Robert.
Right, Morg, what do you want? You want 2 points?
Do you know who your family is?
Nah, I don't know.
Right, so 2 points for the first person to answer correct.
Right.
Yeah. 1 point for the second person to answer correct.
Yeah.
-1 for the last person.
But nobody's going to want to answer anything.
I was going to say.
Well, you got Ru because you lost. You didn't have a go. All right, go 3, 2, 1. That makes more sense.
For fuck's sake.
Makes more sense.
Sorry to be clever. Right.
Why are you confused about that, Andrew? What are you writing it down for?
Man, I know the fucking system is scoring. It's easier.
Right. 3 for first, 2 for second, 1 for first. Yeah.
Wow.
Are we ready?
Yeah.
I got 15 questions.
Right.
Come on, Bob.
Number 1. What S is a movie starring Keanu Reeves about an explosive bus driving through... Andrew.
Speed.
Correct. 3 points for Sock.
Oh, blockbusters, you said.
This is Blockbuster. These are Blockbuster style questions. This is my version of Blockbuster. What AK is the unforgivable curse of death in the wizarding world? Jared.
Avada Kedavra, Bob.
Correct.
Cadabra. Oh, is it Cadabra or is it Cadaver?
Kedavra. Avada Kedavra.
Check that.
Fucking pansy.
Which AW is the longest serving Premier League manager?
Andrew.
Andrew.
Fuck.
Arsene Wenger.
Correct.
Arsene Wenger.
Yeah, Soxy. What substance? I got some mixed questions, mind. What substance beginning with M did Kurt Angle spray the Alliance with during the invasion angle? Andrew.
Milk.
Correct. So wrestling question, Steve.
Oh, right.
What X? Ready? Question 5. What X stalks the crewmates of an interstellar mission on a ship called... Jared.
It's Xenomorph, Bob.
Xenomorph. Correct.
Why he knocks his mic over?
That's a good one. That was my trick question.
He's like, what, Jared?
Who, what, where, when?
So the question was, what X stalks the crewmates of an interstellar mission on a ship called the Nostromo?
Nostromo.
X
Xenomorph, Bob.
It was a
Xenomorph,
big
Bob.
man. Correct. 6. What MF did the Kessel run in less than 12 parsecs?
Jonathan!
Steve, oh,
That is the Millennium Falcon, Bob.
shut it ages ago, for fuck's sake.
Less than 12 parsecs.
Correct. Question. I don't know where I'm.
7.
Question 7. CS was the name of which best-selling Limp Bizkit album?
Andrew. Chocolate Starfish.
Correct. Number 8. Which JV won the Premier League Golden Boot last season?
Oh, Andrew. Jamie Vardy.
Correct. Fucking hell. 9. What FED was Macho Man Randy Savage's famous finisher?
Oh, Andrew. The flying elbow drop.
Correct.
Hey,
Number 10. What EW was part of the Deathly Hallows and owned by Albus Dumbledore?
What? Can I have
Yeah. 10. What EW
Steve.
was
Oh,
part
Andrew. Fuck off.
Steve, no,
Fuck Steve.
no.
It was Steve.
it's the elder one.
The Elder
Yeah.
Wand, correct. Right. What CW is the UK's number 1 online mobile phone retailer?
Andrew.
Okay.
Garfield Willows.
Correct.
I'm getting the idea. This is Taylor.
This isn't fucking fixed.
Taylor to Andrew, is this?
No, it's not.
Fucking is.
What
This is more or less. You might just say, Andrew, this is a story of your. This is a quiz of your life.
This is your life, man. Yeah.
14. What does BFG stand for in the Doom?
Jared,
Steve,
Jared?
big friendly giant Bob.
Incorrect.
What?
What? Listen to the question. What does BFG stand for in the Doom series?
Oh, you motherfucker, Bob. Can I answer again, Bob?
You cannot.
no. Yeah,
I know the answer, Bob.
You
I don't
know
know.
the answer to this?
I know it. I just wish I knew the question.
Morgan, I've never played the games. I've never watched the films. I know this film's for as well.
Andrew,
Both pass?
Nah.
can I have a bonus point for you, Bob?
You can't. Big fucking
Can I answer
gun.
anyway? Big fucking gun.
Big fucking gun.
Fucking BFG. Big friendly giant.
I lost where I am a bit. In 2003, what EC was brought to the market to help quit nicotine addiction?
Andrew.
I was definitely Steve. No, I said ages
I
ago,
think
man.
it was, but
I made a cup of tea for him.
Go on, Steve.
Electric cigarettes.
Correct.
This is Taylor to Andrew, 100%, boys.
It's not. Steve had that,
It
right?
is.
You had you almost had BFG.
He's
right?
going to start asking us Andrew's favourite food in our next. What is Andrew's favourite food?
Like we one question
Morgan,
down and instead.
The only
I'll
reason I
get
call
rid of that
question. No, the only reason I call those questions is because I shout out, we don't even know the fucking question first.
These are linked to previous shows. That's what I'm asking. These are things that have come up on the show.
Oh,
Big fucking gun has never come up.
Yeah,
yeah.
we talked about Doom, didn't we?
No.
I thought we did. What D stands for steel that is folded and formed, creating wave-like patterns?
What's steel? Say it again. What's steel?
What D stands for steel that is folded and formed, creating wave-like patterns?
Oh, Andrew.
Andrew,
Damascus.
correct.
Fucking hell.
Fucking
That
Andrew,
fucker
that.
knows the answers. There's
What
fucking
is that?
witchcraft going on.
What
Witchcraft.
is that? What is that?
Psychic abilities. Told her I could read his mind earlier.
Oh, well, that's Forging Fire for you, but that's Forging Fire for you.
What OWK is the best thing about the prequel movies?
What prequel
Jared!
movies?
Jared.
Obi-Wan Kenobi.
That was a reference to the deleted show.
Fucking hell.
That's it. That was my quiz. I think it
You
was.
fucked
I
us,
don't think
Mom.
we need to score songs. I don't
Oh,
know
you
what
fucked
to
us.
score.
Can't believe it.
Enjoy yourself. Monks in the songs, enjoy yourself. What's the scores on the dolls, kid?
No worries. So we got Steve with 6,
Don't start with me.
Jared with 12, and myself with 19.
What the fuck? What was that, Steve?
Ah,
I can't. He's won, right? He has won his first ever game.
okay, this is outdoor, and I know nothing about wrestling.
By a ridiculous amount, too.
Gaming fucking questions, I'm out.
Was that a good quiz? Took me
That was good. I enjoyed that, Mom.
Enjoyed that.
Oh, you enjoyed that, Andrew. You fucking smashed us.
Gonna smile on him, man.
He's so happy, bless him. He's so happy. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed the show. I've been Jared.
I've been the master of the quiz, and I'm Andrew.
I've been Bob.
I fucking out of here.
Keep smiling. Stay happy.